Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Alien Helios. This is session 1. We are starting it off, and we're going straight through it all. This is Mitchell. I'm part of Eldritch Anvil. I'm, of course, joined by my lovely group of players, and definite not victims to the xenomorphs. And everyone, why don't you all introduce yourselves briefly, and just briefly introduce your character as well, who you're playing, and we'll go and get started. So, starting off with the person with the red skull. Not copyrighted.
The skull's not even red, it's black.
Red hair.
The hair.
Red skull
But-
doesn't have
Anyway,
hair.
who are you?
My name is Daniel Wayland, also known as Dan Rex, and I'll be playing the character of Officer Alexander Candleberg.
All right. Up next is the girl with an eye that doesn't work too good.
Actually, her eye works fine. Thank you very much. Hi, I'm Ash. I'm another developer with Eldritch Anvil, and I will be playing Nissa Stokes. And I'm sick.
So am I. I have COVID.
Yes. The same question mark. It's just cold, but feels like COVID.
All right. Next up, the man who looks like he's depressed.
Behind the slaughter.
That me?
Yes, that's you.
Okay, taking note. Hello. Damn, I didn't realize my profile picture was just like me. Damn.
Welcome to the
No,
club.
Hi. I'm Bat Sherlock, aka just Bat. And I'm playing Benny Cameo. I am perfectly fine. Nobody is holding me hostage. Anyway, yeah, I was. If obviously by now you've watched session 0.5, which was my very special session, because obviously I'm very special.
I didn't.
You guys will soon. Oh, don't worry, you'll see it. All right.
Yeah, we literally recorded it the same day.
Yeah.
I'm the OG bat.
Literally 2 hours ago.
Wouldn't.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So thank you. Up next is robot with a sticky note trying to remind me I need to put on a mask every day.
What's up, man?
Yes, hello there. It slides on cool guy glasses I got from the last time we played.
Forgot about that.
Damn it.
I am the man behind the science. I am Dick Hansen.
Nice to meet you, Dick Hansen. All
We're
right.
gonna have some fun times, boys. We're gonna have some fun.
Yeah, based on what you did last time, yeah. All
I should
right.
have got like a +1 to my bullshit.
Oh, actually, we'll go over that pretty soon here. All right. Up next is non-copyright Ghost Boo.
Actually, it's a picture of King Boo, but hi. I'm
Everyone's
Sean.
correcting me. Goddamn.
Get it right then, nerd.
All right. So
And,
Nissa gets eaten by a xenomorph.
As I was saying, hi, I'm Sean, and I'm going to be playing as the poor nice company worker Paul Perkins.
All right. Awesome
We love
stuff.
Cole.
And then up next, a reason for me to stay inside. You're next.
Actually,
Don't you fucking dare!
literally just a lightning strike. That's the best bit. Hi,
Actually,
I'm Tom or Azriel. I am playing my beloved pediatric clown nurse doctor person, Sunny. They're sad, but they won't show it.
Sunny with a side of depression.
Sunny side up eggs with a side of depression. Sounds like my life. All right.
I was gonna say sunny side up with a side.
What's funny is that Sunny's name, I was thinking about it, was going to be Sunny and then Side Up as their last.
Oh.
God damn it.
All right, guys. So, yeah, that's the group that we got today. So, with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and make that live, so that way we got some music up. And yeah, so let's go ahead and go over a recap, because I know for us it's been a while. It's been about a month. Yeah, it's been a month since we did this. So yeah, just kind of quickly recap, and also for the audience, what exactly happened. So going kind of in order. Alexander Caliber, you were at home. You were going to the Iris refinery to give some intel on some new mining locations. Ben Cameo, you were busy being interrogated by the company executive and therapist to understand what exactly happened, and then you tried to run away. It didn't go well, but you got pretty far.
No, it did not.
You got far, though. You went down 2 floors, so good enough. Let's see, Dick Hansen. You were looking for a way to cripple Seegson's computers. Instead, you had decided to put a virus into the Saratov space station public computers.
And it worked much better.
It worked surprisingly well, and someone else took the brunt of it. Poor Nikolai.
God damn you, Yuri.
All my homies hate Nikolai.
Let's see. Nissa Stokes, you were, of course, getting your meds from the Anchorage Station pharmacy. You were getting some food after that, and just, chowing down on some ramen. Paul Perkins, you were over at the Weyland-Yutani headquarters. You were responding to a mechanic issue. You didn't have to really go too far, though, because it seemed like there was a little girl who beat you to it. And then finally, Sunny, you were giving a show to the kids at the Nova Research Facility. Didn't end up too well, and you were just kind of taking a day to reflect on things with the father. Your father, essentially. So, yeah, that's pretty much what was going on. And then, of course, the session ended when you guys all responded to a bit of an alarm that occurred. No one really knew quite exactly what was happening there until the news came on later that night, explaining that there had been some sort of explosion at the Space Nie atmospheric processing plant, and that is where we are at. So, before I start really anything further here, I am going to go ahead and just kind of quickly go over what's going on here. So for people who, so for the people who are on the planet, I am going to go with you guys first, because at the moment, 4 of you guys are actually up in orbit, like you're on a space station of some sort. So I'm going to start off with Alexander and Sunny first. Alexander, you're up first. So you are currently still at the Iris refinery when you got the alarm. You were just starting to head back, and then this happened. You and a lot of the miners ended up going to any of the shelters that were nearby, and currently you're all kind of like, crammed up in this small confined space until you really hear more. Everyone is trying to get organized. It's mayhem. Like, there are so many questions after hearing the news. Like, was it a nuclear strike? What about the armistice? Everyone is kind of questioning it. And amongst all that talking, you remember that the armistice happened this year. It ended the Frontier War that literally started 2 years ago. So a lot of people are thinking that the UPP did not hold up their end of the bargain. So that's what a lot of the concerns are right now. The person who you were giving the information to, she actually kind of walks over to you. Alexander, how you holding up?
A little bit stressed, but I'm doing fine.
It's
How
okay.
about you?
About as well as you can imagine. I'm just trying to keep my people safe, but I don't know how long that's going to last. I've been hearing that a dropship is going to be coming any minute now.
Well, I hope they come quick, because we do not know what the hell is going on here.
Yeah, I know. Only news I got is that there has been some sort of explosion out east. Not one of our colonies, as far as I know. It sounds like it was the Union's colony. I don't know much else other than that.
Well, from what I've heard from the crowd, there are some things about, I think, like the weapon that was used in the war that happened or expanded for 2 years or so. Can't remember.
You mean the Frontier War?
Yeah, the Frontier
No.
War.
Well, there wasn't any weapon. Frontier War, that happened about 2 years ago. I thought you were there for that. Were you?
Um,
Just out of
yeah,
curiosity, yeah, out of character. So, were you actually there for that, Alex? Like, was that there?
I would probably say um, he was there when the Frontier War happened, but um, he was more so a civilian because he wasn't enlisted into the Colonial Marines.
Right. So I will say this, based on what you remember, the Frontier Wars started up, and it was basically fighting between the UA and UPP over a lot of the frontier colonies and territories, and it was actually really one of the few times when the two nations actually went to blows with each other. The only other example that you can think of is the Tientsin campaign. I'm pretty sure I butchered that name, but that's another story. Regardless, though, yeah, you already remember that the Colonial Marines were on high alert constantly. Because since Helio is literally in the frontier, you already remember it was basically people were thinking that a nuclear strike would happen at any moment around that time. But anyway, so yeah, you guys began kind of talking about a couple things, and she actually gets us something on her hand radio, and she actually quickly takes it, and she looks up to kind of take a peek outside to see what's going on. And after maybe like about a minute or two, she comes back down, and as she goes over to you, Alex, you're needed up there now.
Okay.
Gonna move on. Come on.
Okay. Alex hesitantly moves along with her.
Okay. So she brings you up, and of course the door is closed and everything, but you actually see what looks to be a Colonial Marine major, based on the insignia that you see. And as she kind of looks up at you, she has what looks to be blue eyes, brown hair, and neatly dressed, of course, in Colonial Marine clothing, which is kind of like what you see in the movie, of course, tan. It's dress clothing.
Yep.
But yeah, she looks to you, Alexander Caliber.
Yes, Major.
No need to address me that way, Caliber. You're needed up at the Anchorage Space Station immediately.
What for?
Well, I'll explain more on the way, but Colonial Marines were being told that we're going to be mobilizing very soon here. And of course, she says this as you guys are farther away from the group or the crowd. And we were told that because of your military history, mainly from your father, well, military personnel get evacuated up there first. So we're bringing you up there.
Okay.
We already have your cat, so don't worry about that. But we just need you to get on the dropship immediately.
Okay, ma'am. I'll head to the dropship right now.
All right, let's get a move on. And then your friend, Alex, she just kind of says, "Hey, Alex, be careful out there, all right? And put in a good word for me as well. Don't leave me down here."
Well, I'm not the kind of guy to try to sway, but I'll try my best to get you out of here.
All right, thanks. So the major just says, all right. Well, that's enough of that. Caliber, it's time to start moving. Like I said, military families go up. A couple of our troops are going to stay here, though, and make sure that these people are safe, so don't worry. And then as you guys walk outside, she actually gives you a mask really quick. Put this on! And you see the drop ship. It's, like, blowing with a bunch of dust and everything. But as, she tells you to do that, you oddly enough hear what sounds to be like a Geiger counter. And that is the first thing that you hear, and it's on her belt, actually. The Geiger counter is going off somewhat. Not a lot, but it's strange that the Geiger counter is already going off based on, well, the news that you guys have been hearing.
After putting the mask on, I ask her, let me guess, a radiation spike?
Worse than that. Come on. So,
Okay.
and then as she goes up, you see the other Marines salute her as she goes up. And she gives a command to a lieutenant who goes up. Ma'am, final orders. You stay put and keep these people safe, all right? I want this whole platoon on guard duty. Make sure that everyone is safe. Don't let anyone leave until we know fully what's going on. Yes, ma'am. And then he salutes and starts giving out the orders. Sarge, let's get these people moving. And then you guys go into the dropship and make your way up to Anchorage. All right, so we got that one. Up next, Sunny. Sunny, you're the last one on the planet now.
Yay!
All right, let's see. That's the spirit. All right. So, Sunny, you guys are basically busy trying to get all the kids down to one of the sub-levels of the Nova Research Facility. One of the safer places, that way there is minimal fallout, exposure, making sure everything is all right. A couple of the scientists are also doing the same, some of the nurses. Everyone is just... They're trying to keep them away from like some of the more classified locations, but they're keep making sure that everything is locked down. So you see one of the kids, actually the one who praised you earlier, and you actually see him kind of get lost, and he's holding on to what looks to be like a little Raggedy Ann doll, funny enough, and he actually kind of gets lost from the group for a sec.
Sunny basically runs over. Small child, you can't go this way.
Small child? I'm sorry. Small puntable object. Stop right there. Anyway. So yeah, the kid immediately notices you and actually kind of holds on to your arm, but really squeezes it tight. Just doesn't want you to leave. What's going on? I'm scared.
I don't know. Except that there's a cat on my shoulder. One moment.
But I don't see a cat.
Don't worry. Dimensional stuff. You'll get it when you're older. It's okay. It's okay to be scared. But know that I'll always be here, okay? Let's get going.
Okay. And the kid follows you over to where the rest of the other patients are. Some patients are required to basically, stay where they are, but they're using the elevators to bring some of them down. Just doing their best to make sure that things are okay. And you actually see your father amongst them, trying to get all the kids, situated. Sonny, is that everyone accounted for?
As far as I'm aware.
I think so. Nurse, go through the list, make sure that everyone is there. Sonny, come with me. And as your father kind of, puts his hand on your shoulder. You see the kid start being led away with one of the nurses.
Father, what is going on?
I don't have the foggiest idea. From what I'm being told, there's a large radiation spike. I don't know if it's from the dwarf star, maybe something that happened in the ozone layer. I can't be so certain. But what I do know is that it's too safe to be. It's too unsafe, I should say. Sorry, to be outside. I've been watching the news, and I'm hearing reports that there's some satellite imagery that something occurred over on the UPP side, over by the Soyuz colony.
How bad is it over there?
From what the satellite imagery is saying, it seems like there's going to be, well, some sort of explosion occurred over at the atmospheric processing plant. Yeah, I don't know much more information than that. Perhaps the radiation had a large influence on the atmosphere as well. We don't know how bad the situation is, but I'm hearing that there are talks aboard the space station. Anchorage and Saratov are going to connect themselves very soon in order to have negotiations. And that's my next request. I want you to go up there.
What?
You heard me.
Father, I can barely perform. How?
You wanted a reason, right?
Yes.
Then right now, I need you to tell me what's going on up there. I don't need you to attend the conference or anything like that. Just obtain any information and let us know, because right now we're getting nothing but static from down here. Perseverance and the other locations on the UA side, they're perfectly quarantining themselves just as we are. But the only other thing I've heard is that the Colonial Marines are on the move. They're mobilizing.
All right.
I need you to be my eyes and ears in there. I trust you. I know you can do that. But and he actually just kind of points at your chest. But I need you to believe that you can do that.
I can do it.
Good. When you hear about it, we'll talk more there. There should be some sort of emergency a line that you can contact me on. It should be aboard the station. Just ask actually here. And he actually gives you what looks to be a key card with a picture of this personnel. I know this person. Kai Monroe. Look up for him. He's a Marine. I've known him for a while. He should be able to give you directions or anything of that sort, and he should be able to give you information. Just tell him that you know me. He has a good heart. He may not look like it, but he's a good man. You can trust him.
All right.
All right. And he actually gives you a hug, and he just simply says, "Remember, don't be afraid. No matter what, you are still perfect to me."
Sonny just like quickly, basically latches on and gives a massive hug to the father.
I know you're gonna
Won't
do
let you
great.
down,
I know you
I
won't.
promise.
All right. And then he actually looks after about like maybe another hour or two. You see the train station that's pretty much just down like the road from the facility come out over to where you are. It's the same terminal system that Alex used actually to get to the Iris facility. This one will take you directly to where the other shuttles are that will lead you to the Anchorage space station. So you have all your things packed on you. Your father, from the facility behind the windows, just kind of looks over to you as you get onto the train.
I wave goodbye.
He does the same. And just like that, you are off on the train. You are going straight to the Perseverance colony. And once you show, like, any of the guards or Marines the clearance and who you are, they immediately send you onto another shuttle, which will bring you directly to the space station.
I can do this. Sunny just repeats that to themselves until they get there.
That's good. Okay. Oh, Sunny's too precious. All right. So that's you. Corvus, we're going to go to you next. Or should I say, Hanson? So, all right, so Hanson, all right, now I can actually start playing the music since everyone's on a station. All right, there we go. So, Hanson, you are, of course, still on the Saratov space station. You're hearing about a lot of the news, and you're also hearing a lot of this hectic, going back and forth from everyone. You're hearing from people that, the viruses on the public computers are still there in that little corridor. Seegson, though, they are really freaking out right now. Seegson is... now, of course, they're kind of limited still to their hangar, essentially, right? They don't have much to work with. And, of course, in the offices, you overhear Seegson talking about what is going on with the reactor right now. So that's actually the interesting thing. You're hearing about what they can do, and apparently you learn about the following from this conversation. You see this one woman working at one of the stations here, at her computer, and she starts talking to, the senior director who is currently on the station for Seegson. And she's exclaiming that normally they'd be able to actually, control a lot of this stuff and mitigate, the radiation that escapes from here, from the station. But for some reason they can't. And she actually is starting to explain that somehow, or for some reason, it seems like that there is some sort of command override. And she's actually further exclaiming that something is not right here. Something is, other than, of course, the obvious with the explosion, something obviously is more is going on here. It's getting to the point where now the Union is marching over to them, and you're hearing the Union some of the scientists actually screaming with Seegson back and forth. Both of them are yelling, and they decide to take it into an office to really just try to figure out what the hell is happening here. Now, while you are listening to all this, it's getting bad, and you look on your computer and it comes up with a notification, some sort of sound that tells you, of course, you got a message. You look over to the message. I'm sorry?
I'm looking at that message. What's that message going to say to me?
Okay, yeah, that message, it's from Wayland Yutani, and it's actually from the executive from the headquarters on Anchorage. And you can actually tell that she is saying this. You have been compromised. Get out of there. You are at risk of being discovered. And she actually gives directions on what to do next. You must find a way to get onto the umbilical. Top floor, top deck of the Anchorage space station. Find a way to get up there and link up with us. You will be debriefed once you are there. And then...
And he's just going to type back understood, and then he's immediately going to just try to get the virus to go to his computer, or flag his computer for the virus, so it just goes into full shutdown mode so nobody can fuck with it.
You're going to use the same key card?
Oh no, he's just going to make sure it gets connected to the terminals that are still freaking out, so it just starts to panic with the other machines.
Just roll me a Comtech check.
Okay. Where is my Comtech again?
Should be with wits.
Let me see. 2. And then the wits is 4, so that's like 6 again, right?
Yeah,
So
six
it's
per
benefit.
se.
Okay. Yes, the sound of beautiful dice. I've got a 5, a 6, 2 3s, and 2 2s.
Remember, just looking for 6s, but
1 6. I forgot.
1 6. Well, regardless, it gets the job done. It's fine. It's fine. It has been a month. It's fine.
And
But
then
yeah.
immediately once seeing that computer is busted, he's now gonna go up and he's gonna frantically go around and he's just gonna pretend like he's checking all the computers, just going, shit, I knew we couldn't fucking trust Nikolai, shit. And he's slowly making his way down to the umbilical, like checking each and every one of the computers, just kind of like insulting that guy.
Yeah, that's fair. Actually, as you're leaving the deck that you're currently on the Saratov, you are seeing Nikolai being guided back out. In fact, what is more alarming is you are seeing that this is that now the officials are here for the Union. Yeah, they are now definitely investigating what is going on here. So, essentially what I'm saying is they have the equivalent of the Marshal's Bureau out right now, trying to see what's going on. Which, just to let you know what they are called really quick, they are called the Ministry of Space Security. So they are out now.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Yeah, so now it's getting serious. Alright, so yeah, you just want to get up to the umbilical. Based on what you remember from this station, because you've explored it a decent amount. Since you are in the hangars, you're on one of the lower sub-levels. You are trying to get up to the top where the umbilical would be. All you really need to do is you need to go up the elevators or the stairs, whichever way you want. You remember which way to go. But whatever you gotta do it quietly, and you gotta make your way up there. From what you understand, based on the message, they're going to meet actually in the anchorage. There is a conference room where they're going to meet. So you have options. I mean, you're also at the hangars, so that is an option. Maybe steal a ship if you want. Your plan of escape is up to you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna follow the Wayland letter to the T, and I'm gonna try to meet up with all the other people at the anchorage.
Okay, then in
Because I'm a company man, see?
You're by the book.
By the book.
Alright, if that's the case, then then they want you to go up to the top floor, wait until the execs go through and meet with Wayland Yutani. They will be at the elevators on the top floor. Alright, so which way, how are you going to get up there? Elevators, stairs, ladder system, Tetris?
Well, assuming he blends in with, like, the rest of the technicians, he's probably gonna be like, alright, I'm going to follow the cables back, see if the junctions aren't shut from this, and he's gonna take, like, the emergency, like, lighter system up.
Okay. Emergency, okay. Then yeah, if that's what you're gonna do. Now, one thing's for sure, though, based on what you can tell, I do want to point this out. I'll be merciful for this part, but you can tell that Seegson is under a lot of fire, and currently you have a lot of Seegson insignias on you. So I do want to mention that.
Fuck, I'm gonna need to find another uniform as I'm going.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's going to be a little bit more complicated.
Shit, wait, as I'm traveling through, like, what would be, like, the maintenance tunnels and shit, would there be any lockers nearby that would have, like, a maintenance uniform in them?
Let me roll for you. You can gather that if you get to, like, the second to top floor, then maybe, or maybe even on the first floor. But whatever you do, regardless, you're kind of en route at this point.
Alright. Well, the second to top floor is almost top floor. I gotta get the top floor for the anchorage, so I'll try to find a suit on my way up then in the second to top floor.
Based on what you can tell, considering that these are like the ventilation shafts and everything that you found, this is Yeah, it's going to be very tough. The only way you're going to find out that it's the top floor is, well, there's no other way to go up.
Alright, fuck.
Yeah. It's...
So be it. Let's ball.
Alright, let's do it. The only thing you're going to have to do is just roll me... roll me a stamina check in this case.
Alrighty. Stamina. Is that under the agility? Oh wait, no, strength.
Yeah.
Four. Alright, there we go. Come on, sixes, don't fail me now. Oh god. Why am I the one always having to do so many fucking rolls?
Because you're in enemy lines at this point.
Alright, I got 3 6s.
3 6s? Oh yeah, you're fine. You know what? Because of that, there are stunts that you can do here. And I can go over those because, well, I actually wrote down all the stunts that you can do. Alright, so if you want modification to a skill roll relating to this one later, you don't need to roll to overcome the exact same challenge. You do it quickly in half the time it would normally take. You break it permanently, you act quietly, or you show off.
Probably gonna be wanting to move quickly.
Quickly and quietly, probably?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do both, and you do it exceptionally well. Yeah, you make it up there. In fact, by the time you're there, the station, it hasn't even gotten the umbilical ready yet. Like, they're just starting to move into place. Because
Perfect.
it took you a while, but, you know, you're up there. So, as you are up here, I'm going to go ahead and put this into the maps because the top floors of both of these stations are basically the same. So I do want to put that out there. And I am going to show you guys this file because now you guys have got maps.
Woohoo!
Alright. Here's the top floor. That's what it looks like. This is mainly for the anchorage, but the layout is basically the same, just reversed. So that's what you're looking at. I would say if this is reversed, then you would have probably come from the bottom part, like where the elevators would be, somewhere close to that, since it's maintenance.
Alright, I see.
Yep. So that's where it would be. Now, based on what you've seen, because of all those sixes, and I'm not going to, use a dice over and over, no one is really there, but you do hear people starting to gather over by where the umbilical is, and of course in the conference room.
Alright, so the first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna look around for any type of jacket that doesn't have the seeks and sort of patches on it, and he's just gonna try to replace his jacket with that one.
You can look around and you see that there's a couple of really old, dusted, Union uniforms. You see some lockers with some names on there. You even see some, just the bare minimum, like janitor stuff or anything like that.
You know what? Nobody ever cares for the janitor. We're gonna get his uniform.
Okay.
Nobody ever notices the janitor.
All right. Well, you got the janitor, so yeah, you quickly get into those clothes and.
Wait! Before you fuck me, what's the name tag on the janitor's outfit? What's the name tag?
Oh, the janitor's name. You know what? Their name is. I'm trying to think of Valeria. Yeah. Sure, Valeria.
Oh god, it's gonna be hard. The janitor's a fucking woman. Alright.
Yeah. Good luck.
They wanted a girl, I came out like this, I can't blame them.
Alright. Oh god, this is gonna be hard with me having a cough. All
And
right.
he's just gonna chill out in the conference room like the system told him to.
All right. So yeah, you are. Well, I mean, you go up to the conference room and you see that there's more of the space ministers. You know, they just kind of halt you and are just like, "Do not go in there yet. Wait until they are done with their meeting."
Alright, I will wait.
Very well. Actually, you know what? Let me do something for them really quick. Okay. Say, don't I know you from somewhere?
Of course you know me, I'm the janitor. I clean up all your messes every Saturday night.
So I don't think I've seen a janitor quite like you. So you were a new transfer to Helios?
Ah yeah, they sent me over not too long back.
It's alright. Like I said, wait until they are done.
Alright, I can wait. I swear, there's always a new mess on this ship. Have you seen the computers? Who did that?
Don't remind me. I've been hearing more and more about Seegson's faulty hardware every day.
Tell me about it. He's gonna say he's gonna, like, get a mop out and he's gonna, like, start, like, mopping the floor to just kind of blend in. Like, getting all the shit off the floor.
Oh, God. Well, after some time, the umbilical connects. You actually hear the station, creaking and everything. You hear the metal as it connects, and you hear a lot of the people are starting to leave. The security then just says, "All right, if there's anything you see in there, go ahead and clean it up. Our leaders do not appreciate an unclean place. You know how it goes."
Yeah, I know. We might not be too good down there, but we can't show them that.
And they don't say anything in response to that. They're not exactly the funny type.
He's just gonna wheel in his, like, little fucking squeegee mop setup, and he's just gonna shut the door behind him.
My God. All right. So you do that, and once you do that, you do see them all walking over to the other side, to the anchorage. But you do see, as the door is closing, you actually see two space operating forces as soldiers are standing guard over by the umbilical entrance. Now you have a problem. And just for reference, these guys are the equivalent of the Colonial Marines for them.
Oof.
Feel like we're gonna have to cause another problem for them to get stirred.
Well, I'll actually let you come up with some options here, but now we're gonna go to pretty much everyone at the Anchorage space station. So I'm gonna start off with Nissa here. So Nissa, you're of course directed to go back to your apartment and just make sure that things are okay, wait until further news, and you're learning more about the situation. You are getting a lot of the confirmation of it from the TV in your apartment. It's showing satellite images based on the news that yes, something happened at the Spasenie power plant essentially, and you're seeing that the images are actually showing that there's a bunch of smoke, a bunch of debris all over the place, and it's apparent that the reporters are saying that it looks like, one of the reporters saying, looks like one of the reactors over on the left side here seems to have overloaded and just gone into a complete meltdown. Now, there hasn't been any more news of this from the Union of Progressive Peoples. They have yet to really deny it, probably because of evidence. But we are seeing a lot of this now. These are fresh new satellite images. Now, in terms of what is going on, we have also determined that many of the air currents are taking a lot of the radiation northwest, and that is why you are starting to see very high radiation spikes around the colony. Please stay indoors until further notice. That is the direction. Currently, the UA and UPP are meeting to come to an agreement soon. And that's the news that you're seeing right now.
She just kind of stares blankly at the baby, like, well, fuck.
Yeah, it's not good. Now, is there anything you want to do before the next part here?
Would her room have, like, any windows or anything?
Yeah, she would. So, yeah, if you look outside, there's blinds, but you see the planet just as beautiful as before. But something that you do notice, and yes, this actually... something that you do notice is that there is what looks to be a tiny, very tiny, you can barely make it out, there is a blue light coming from where you would expect this to be.
Huh.
It almost looks like a star.
Huh. Interesting. Oh, brain, please don't show me, please. Right, so... Smartphones don't exist, right?
In this world, there's basically the equivalent of landline phones, the stuff where you put the key cards into to have, like, a face cam.
Would she have a way to, like, photograph this?
You know what? Let me roll for you. She would. She actually has an old-time camera. It's quote-unquote digital still, but it's like, imagine a futuristic camera, but it still has, like, film in it.
Yeah, so she would snap a picture of this this light.
Okay. Yeah.
And then just to keep it on her.
All right, well, now in your inventory, you have a camera with you.
Cool.
All right, so you have that, and it shows you, the light. Now, there's actually something I need you to do for me, though. Yeah. Let's see here. You need to roll me a stamina check here.
Oh boy. So what is that again?
That would be strength, and then the stamina skill.
So that's how many dice I roll?
Yes.
Okay.
And remember, you're looking for 6s. No one has any stress yet.
Okay. I got no 6s.
Oh boy. Okay. So,
No.
when you granted it's kind of like close to nighttime right now, but when you're looking at everything, all of a sudden you just kind of get a ringing in your ears, and it is actually asinine right now. Like, it is actually almost like a splitting headache. Like, think of the worst migraine you've ever had. That's what you're experiencing right now. And it's actually getting so bad that it's causing you to sweat.
Jeez. Just as a reminder, what was her prescription for exactly, like the symptoms that it's supposed to help?
It is supposed to help with headaches in particular, along with any sort of fever-like symptoms. And when you look back at the prescription, I should have also specified what the prescription is. It is called C- a bunch of numbers that is too much right now, but like, I mean, I'll send it to you, like, the full thing, but it's all it is it starts with the letter C and it goes all the way. And from what you remember, what it does is it kind of gives you a bit of a shiver once it kicks in, but it really helps with the headaches and prevents them. And the prescription, from what you understand, you have to take it once a day. And you haven't taken them yet.
So yeah, she's gonna, like, as carefully as she can, because I imagine she's a bit disoriented right now, as carefully as she can take her pill for the day.
Okay. So I will actually, you might want to mark that somewhere. You have taken the pill for today. So it takes a little bit, but after maybe an hour, you get those shivers again, and you kind of get a blanket for a moment, but the headaches stop and they go away.
Oof. Cool. Shit, hold on. Hold on, I thought I had this written down somewhere. Oh no! Hold on, let me see if it's in my notes. Because I feel like I wrote down her pill count from the first one.
Oh,
but...
she has a 30.
Okay, well, not 29 now, but...
Yeah, 29 now, but that's how many.
Hold on, let me...
And yes, definitely keep track of those.
I thought I had written this stuff down. Okay, fuck it, I'll just edit the...
What was the other thing?
I was gonna put it on the character sheet, but I thought that it, I thought I had it written down somewhere, but it's fine.
Oh, it's fine.
I'll
It's
just add it to
fine.
my... Yeah. Alright, so... Cool.
Now, before long, let me see here. There was something that is going to happen with you, though.
Huh?
Okay. So, as you're still in your thing, okay, let's see here. A knock is actually heard at your door. And keep in mind, it's like midnight by this point.
That's suspicious. Okay, she's just...
Don't open it, they vented.
They rented. She is going to... She's going to very cautiously... Is there a window that like, looks outside towards her front door? Or, like, a peephole or anything?
Yeah, there's a peephole.
Okay, she's gonna check the peephole first.
Okay, so you look through, and it looks to be someone who is actually in scientist clothing. And you see that they're kind of neatly dressed. They are, just kind of waiting patiently a little bit, but they do seem a little anxious. And you actually see them knock again, going, Nissa? I'm looking for a Miss Nissa Stokes.
She just kind of sighs and is just with this. She unlocks the door and just kind of. She does the thing she did like the last time, where she just kind of leans against the doorway, like with the door only slightly open so she can see, but not like fully swung open.
Okay. So, he looks over, and he is actually looking down. You're in Nissa, I presume?
Yeah.
You're needed down over by Med Labs immediately.
Kind of tilts her head. Well, why would that be? I already got my medicine today.
That's not what I'm here to talk about. It's about your father. We think we might have found him.
She's just... She just kind of, like, stands there, not really stunned, but more of, like... It's like the look on someone's face when, like... You can tell they're confused and, like... They're like, what? Like, what do you mean? So... She doesn't really say much else. She just turns and grabs her bag make sure she puts her pills in, and she just walks out the door, leaves it locked behind, or locks it behind her, and just follows the guy. Just not another word.
All right. He doesn't say anything else. So now that is happening. Ben E. Cameo. Guess who's at Med Labs, everyone?
Oh God!
I
Oh,
wonder
God.
why.
I'm clinically insane.
Just a little. All right, so
Just a
Ben,
tad bit.
So Ben, you're still.
There's cockroaches coming out the wall.
Oh, you get a load of what this is gonna lead into. So Ben, yeah, as of course you know what we left off with, that you're hearing about the news and everything too from overhead, but one of the nurses quickly, as she just kind of turns your attention back to her, just says, "Hey, back over here. Don't focus on that."
Oh, I was just thinking that, you know, they could have a pretty good use for engineers, you know, like you'd think that a situation like that would need a lot of engineers.
Ben, and you actually see a doctor show up from behind and just say, "I'm afraid she wasn't asking."
Oh, all right then. You want to take me to my room? You want to force me into therapy? Go right ahead. Let's see if I care.
Back to your room.
All right. All right, he's gonna head back to his room.
Alright, so you head back to the room, and it is there that you're just hearing that howling loneliness of, well, you know, the empty space. And once again, actually in this case, roll me a survival check.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, no.
yes.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
That is 1-6.
Okay, you're fine for now. But there's something odd that still continues to happen. While you're getting into bed, trying to see if you can just sleep things off, you can't help but feel like as you're turned face towards the wall, there has to be something in the corner of your room. You get the sneaky suspicion that perhaps, oh, I don't know, maybe there's something watching you. Maybe there's something actually there. It's just in the corner, but you're kind of going through what seems to be paralysis. At least what you can tell. That's the only thing at the moment. You don't know. You're just kind of in that situation. You turn around, and you don't see anything. So what are you wanting to do with that information?
I am going to stand up immediately, get out of bed, and kick the corner of my room.
Okay. So you kick the corner of your room, and you're just like making a loud, well, kicking sound. I don't know how else to describe it. And nothing. Yeah, you showed that wall who's boss.
Woo! I'm going to now search for any ventilation shafts.
There's really only one, but as you can tell, no human being alive could fit through something like that. Unless you are Tombs from X-Files, it ain't happening.
Damn it. There goes my first plan. Time for the second plan. Is the door locked?
You go over to it, and yeah, it's indeed very locked.
Damn it. There goes my second plan.
Plan C.
Plan C. There is a window that leads out to space.
Let's see how reinforced that window is. No, I'm not doing that.
Jesus Christ.
I'd have to actually have a death wish to do that.
I was about to say, I mean, It's the only way you guys could die this session at this point.
I'm going to slide myself onto the bed. I'm going to place my pillow like I'm still in there. And then I'm going to wait.
Okay.
Pull the old, child runaway trick.
Alright. So you're setting yourself up, and you actually hear someone come over to the door. And as it opens up, you actually see a set of 2 people come in. Ben? Mr. Ben Cameo.
I will remain completely silent.
One of them walks over, and it's a familiar voice. Come on, Cameo, get up. Look, I want to make amends here. And then they open they sift through the covers to see it's just, your version of a decoy. What? Roll me a mobility check here, because they're going to be looking for you.
Actually, I had a different plan, if I'm allowed to do it.
What are you wanting to do?
I'm gonna try to grab them by the ankles and fling their feet from under them.
Okay. Close combat check, please.
That's my best skill!
Okay.
You fell for it, fool.
And yeah, you're indeed in the engaged range right now.
Out of 7 die, I got 1 6.
I mean, it'll do. Yeah, okay, so you literally flip him onto his ass, and he takes 1 point of damage from the fall, and yeah, he's prone at this point. And you come crawling out of your bed, and you see the other person who is with him is actually another familiar face. That marshal from earlier. He has drawn his revolver out on you, and he has pointed the gun right at you over by the door. He's not quite in engaged range, but he's in short range of you. Alright, buddy. That's close enough.
I would like to apologize for my prior misdeeds. See, I made a grave misjudgment. You know, like, now, if all is plain and clear, please don't shoot me.
Is this really the guy we're bringing along with us? And your company exec, the guy who took away your license, starts to stand up. Yeah.
Oh, it's you, Baldy Chook.
Good to see you too, Cameo. Alright, listen. I came here to make amends. Hayes, put the gun away, please. Hayes then kind of spins the gun around, and he puts it back into his holster. Oh yeah, and just to describe it for everyone else here. So, Hayes here, he is wearing, his appearance, black skin, hazel eyes, black hair, has a handlebar mustache, prosthetic right arm, looks kind of clunky in a way, but it's there. Wears a black duster, a vest, cowboy hat, tie, pants, shoes with a silver marshal's badge and spurs. Has a white collared shirt underneath with a black belt showing his signature revolver, which is now holstered. And as he kind of does that, he just leans against the wall, just really eyeing you, Ben. Like, he really does not trust you right now.
Yeah, fair enough. I did kind of just sweep someone off their feet.
Yeah.
Joke there.
Oh my god, I just got it. It took an embarrassingly long amount of time. Anyway. So he just kind of gets up and says once again, well, listen, He actually just kind of sits on the bed. I am coming forward about a proposition here, okay?
Just to make me an omelet, because I think I might have split your head open with that one.
He kind of touches the back of his head, and yeah, there's blood. Ignoring that, we are willing to reinstate your license as an engineer, but we need your help with something, and soon.
Well, let's see. Do I at least get to know what job I'll be doing?
You will, as soon as we get news, but we,
Do I get a rundown? Like, any sort of basic knowledge?
Well, did you see the news?
Take me with you.
That's what I thought you'd, say.
I'll do it. Anyway, anything to get out of this place. I'm choking in here.
Yeah. Hayes, so he passes by. Hayes just says, "Come with me. Come on, let's. I'll bring you up to the lobby. We'll wait on the news, okay?"
Rightio then.
And as you
Can I skip my pills?
For now, yes. Whatever.
He does the whole jump clicking heels thing.
Hayes just kind of smirks at you and just, lets you pass by. Alright, now, last but not least, Sean. We're getting everyone together, getting everyone their moments here. Paul Perkins, it is your time, so you have...
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, so you have been at the actual, headquarters still. You've been working in the cubicle, but when you heard about the news, a lot of the Weyland-Yutani managers just told everyone to stay where you are. We are told to just be on lockdown. If something happens, then we will head over to the escape pods. Just be ready. So you're hearing a lot of alarming news right now. Yeah, you guys are just kind of all staying at the desks. Some people are kind of underneath them, almost like it's some sort of alert, well, like a really, really big alert in case. Your friend from across is actually kind of bringing it up, just saying, "Paul, what do you think is happening?"
I have no idea. I as soon as I saw the alert, I just started freaking out. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Hopefully we hear something soon, because I don't think I can wait any longer.
I know. I don't. And you actually kind of hear them choke up. I'm not ready to die. I really am not. I'm not ready to die. Okay. I just want to go home. I want to go home. That's it. I'm quitting tomorrow. I'm done. I'm not staying here anymore.
I don't blame you in the least.
I'm just so done with this place. No pay is worth it anymore. I just want to get the hell off of this system.
Oh, believe me, I know exactly how you feel, but at this point, I have no idea what they could possibly want, like if we're still needed or not.
One of the managers actually kind of stops by. Paul, it's the same one who told you to, about that whole thing with the mechanics. They go up to both of you and just ask, "Hey, how are you all holding up?"
Not good. Not good at all.
I understand. Look, I'm trying to do everything I can right now, but the information is very limited. Only thing I know is that Anchorage and Saratov are connecting through the umbilical. That's all I know right now. There's going to be some sort of talk. I don't know, some sort of conference meeting. I don't know if we're going to be involved. The execs haven't really told me much. We're just waiting to hear more news. Another worker... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna... No, I'll do it.
Okay.
So Paul looks over as mentioned, like, we gonna live? Will we be okay?
I think so. Near as I can tell, a disaster has just occurred on the planet. No one's at fault. No war, no action, no nothing like that, but that's all I know, okay? All I know is that we have to stay put. Like, it's better than what we thought. That's all I'll say, arguably.
And Paul just buries his head in his hands and is like, oh.
Now, another manager comes up around the corner. Mr. Perkins? I'm looking for a Mr. Perkins.
I'm Mr. Perkins. Anything you need help with?
Perkins, you're needed in the office over by the exec right now.
The office? You sure?
Yes, now.
Like, right now? Oh, all right. Well, gotta go.
Your friend just says, good luck. Don't keep me waiting, okay?
I won't. Thank you.
So you're led into the office. It's, you go past the cubicles and by the reception. You're led to the back left-hand corner of this office. And you're led into it. It's a nice area. You actually see a bunch of these plants that are planted all over the place, like around the corners with some nice comfy chairs. You can definitely tell that this is an exec's office. You can see the name tag on their nice oak wood desk, like going that far. And you see her writing some documentation and just took care of a phone call from the look of it. And she looks up at you, Paul. Ah, Paul, it's good to see you. Please, sit.
I wish we could discuss things under better circumstances, but here we are, I guess.
Well, that's the point. I'm getting a word from a lot of, from, well, up above, over on the top floor. Apparently, we are going to be having negotiations with the union very shortly here. We're going to be in there. I'm going to be up there, and I'm going to hear what exactly is happening. I don't know if I'll truthfully be allowed in there. The union might have some problems, but regardless, I don't care, because we need to hear it. Now, what I need you to do is be ready, because at the end of the day, I'm going through all of the employees right now. I need reliable people to be at my side for this company right now, okay? I'm going to need people to call upon. And I need you to be ready. Are you willing to be ready for this? Are you going to stick around? Because if not, I understand. You can pack up your bags and you may leave the company.
Believe me, I am just as scared as everyone else, but I can't think of anything else to do. I feel as though it's my obligation to stay here and stand by and do as much as I can to make sure everyone is okay. So I'm behind you all the way, ma'am.
And that is why you're Employee of the Month. All right. Then here's how it's gonna play. I just got off the call with another one of my employees. I'm gonna meet with him, and you might be working with him. He's a good man too, really dedicated to the company. His name's Dick Hansen. Have you heard of him?
I may have heard some things here and there.
Well, he does good work for the company. Whatever happens here, you are to link up with him and work with him on any matters. And once that's all said and done, I'll debrief him as well. and I'll make sure to find both of you whenever whatever happens, okay? But from what I can tell, this conference meeting is going to be big. Remember, we are here for the benefit of the company. I need you to ensure me that you will do that for us. You've done it before in the past, and I want to make sure that you are capable of doing that here.
I swear to you, I will do whatever it takes to help as many people as I can. Company or no, I will be there for anyone who needs me.
All right, good. That's what I want to hear. All right. Oh, and one more thing, Paul. Stay out of trouble, okay?
I'll try.
All right. So you're escorted out, and she directs you. She actually gives you some instructions, basically telling you that very soon both of you are actually going to go upstairs, and with the conference. And if she is allowed in the conference meeting, then you are to obtain all the information from this person who is supposed to meet you up there. And if she is not allowed in there, then she'll just debrief both of you, or individually. All right. So that's where you are at. Now I want to go. Let's see. Let's go to Alexander Caliber and Sunny here. So, both of you guys are, of course, being led up to the station on your shuttles. And the second you guys connect to the Anchorage Space Station, you're seeing a bunch of people just swarming around, like over by where the other shuttles are, to get off station. They're trying to leave the system. It is chaos. Everyone is just, freaking out. They're worried. There's a lot of anxiety. It's not like a full-blown massive, mob or anything like that, but a lot of people are very scared right now. And you're seeing lines of these people. And as you guys kind of get off on similar terminals, like next to each other. But Alex, as you are, of course, getting off your shuttle, you are seeing a bunch of Colonial Marines like moving aside, getting everyone, ready. And you actually hear one of them go, "All right, Marines, come on, get down to the hangars immediately. Go, go, go!" And yeah, it's just so much that's happening. Sonny, based on what you can tell, none of the Marines match the description of Kai Monroe. You don't know. Alex, you are still being escorted by the Major. She is going to direct you down to the lower parts, Deck E, which is 2 floors down. Actually, wait. Yeah, it is 2 floors down. Never mind. She's directing you to go down there, and is just saying, "Look, I want you to head down there. A bunch of Marines will also be able to meet you, okay? What I want you to do, link up with a couple of the Marines, all right? In fact,
I'll try my best to be on my best behavior."
Good. All right. Now, like I said, I told you that I'd debrief you on what's going on, right? Well, that's the thing.
Yes.
As promised, and she actually tells you something. It's about your mother.
What happened?
Well, we received some intelligence about something. With all the news being broken out, and from what I'm hearing from the talks with the UA and Union, which, by the way, by this point, they're already meeting and having talks, and they're relaying information on both sides. secretively to people. And she tells you, Alex, well, we got some records about the places that the Union has lost contact with. Everything down there, every part of their colony, they're not getting anything. But we're only getting leaks of information. From what I'm being told, some of the leaks of information, one of them actually has to do with your mother. She's not on the UA side. I'm telling you that the Union has them.
Those commie bastards lays a finger on my mother. I don't care.
It wasn't the Union who got a hold of her. Some sort of deal happened. I don't know. I don't know if it was. I quite frankly don't know. All I know is that she is there on the planet. Let's not go to any conclusions yet.
Alex just takes a deep breath and try to calm himself with all the emotions rushing.
Mr. Caliber, I need you to keep your head cool here.
I understand. I just don't want anything to happen to my mother.
I understand.
She's the only family that I have left.
I know. But we can't find out anything if we just lose it all at once. Now listen, head downstairs. Just meet up with the Marines and wait for a debriefing, okay? A couple of the other civilians are there. They'll direct you to some of the barracks, or at least temporary barracks for now, and you'll get more word, okay? One of my sergeants will inform you more. I'll put in a good word for him.
Thank you for all that you have done so far.
Of course. And she kind of gestures, shake your hand.
I take up the handshake.
All right. And then she goes back. Now, I have to get back to commanding. You go down there, all right? Now.
Yes, ma'am. And good luck.
To you as well. Now, Sonny, while you're kind of looking around, you're trying to figure out where everyone is, where all the Marines are going, because you're looking for a Marine, of course. You don't know where exactly they are on the station, you just know that they're here.
Sunny just goes around to like every person they pass by and shows them the photo going, do you know this person?
Just civilians, even?
Yeah, so just everyone going to everyone and anyone going, do you know this person and where they are?
Most people either don't even acknowledge you or they wave you off because they're just like, I don't know who that person is. Get out of my way.
Sonny can't catch a break, Jesus Christ.
Now, I will say this. Actually, you're right here. Okay. You do go over to one of the Marines, however. In fact, it's the ones who were, kind of screaming, getting into the drill. You go over to one of them and you ask the one who's actually screaming, "What is it so?" Oh.
This little flamboyant-looking, like neon-colored jester outfit of a just stands there like the "Mom, I feel up" kind of pose.
Oh. Yeah. So it looks to be the corporal is looking at you and just like, civilian. I'm sorry. I don't have time. Speak to the colonial marshals.
Sunny just kind of like slowly shows the photo, just slowly reaches out to show the photo of the Marine. Ever slowly.
What is that?
Oh my.
Wait a second. That's Kai Monroe. How do you know them?
My father, I'm from the colony. I need to find.
Well, likely story. What? You're looking for him?
My father sent me.
What's your father's name?
I only know him as father.
Roll me. I would say, roll me a
Check.
command check. I would say, yeah, because I mean you're asking for this person. Yeah, so I would say command.
Would that be empathy and
Command. Yep.
That's a lot. Okay.
How many dice?
Enough.
Enough. Okay. Well, let's see. Oh, well, this might be an easy check for you.
I got 2 6s.
Yeah, you definitely convinced him. He got no 6s.
My father, I only know him as dad.
Well, he just says, all right, listen, I can't stay here long, but if you're wanting to find a Kai, come with us, okay? Now.
Okay. And then Sonny just kind of just kind of waddles by, but sticking very close to the marine that they were just talking to, because now they have an attachment, a temporary attachment to them, going like, "You are protected now."
Oh my God, Alex, as you're starting to go down, you actually kind of bump into this jester who walks by you.
I'm sorry, civilian, and then keeps walking. I love my movie.
Okay, so no further interaction there. All right.
Sonny's focused.
Oh my God. All right. So that happens. Let's go to. You know what? Let's go back to our good old pal, Dick Hansen. And yeah, do you have a plan as to how you are gonna get off the Saratov here?
So I'm assuming that was supposed to be the meeting I was supposed to get into, but I got cucked by the guards.
Well, the meeting, yeah, it's about to happen now. Well, pretty much it's happening right now.
Alright. So fuck. I might have a plan, but it's going to be very stupid and James Bond-esque.
Oh no. Okay.
Alright. So I have the bucket of water as I'm mopping the floor. I'm going to just be like cleaning around. Is there any like documents or papers that I see on like the tables anyway?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. I mean, you see over by one of their old computers, it straight up looks like an old 70s Macintosh computer, but sci-fi. And yeah, it's very much so, you know, you see a couple documents of just standard business, but you do see documents on the details of the power plant and what exactly is going on.
Alright. Now, using the terminal here, would I be able to, like, contact the guards and give them a false alert to make them go over to, like, the other area from the umbilical?
Ooh, okay, that's actually smart. You know what? For that thinking, just roll me a contact check and that'll determine it.
Okay.
In fact, I'm actually going to roll to see what could happen here. Based on what you get.
Okay. Fuck. I only got 1 6.
Okay, you can only do one of these things, but it does still work. So there's really only 3 things that you can do here, but you can only choose one. You can either set off the alarms here, and have it the sprinkler system on, so it's like a fire alarm. So you could do that. You could put on the radio, the comms in here, and have it be all loud and glitchy and everything, and maybe get the attention of the Space Operating Force operatives here. And the other thing that you can do is you can actually kind of mess with the shutter blinds that are on the north side of there, which as you can tell, there's a chance that, of course, the soldiers will be able to hear that. So that could get their attention as well.
Alright, I got an idea. I'm going to manipulate the radio so it starts freaking out and screeching. And then I'm gonna go out there and be like, "Hey, one of you, quickly alert one of the technicians! The virus got its way into the radio system in here!"
Yeah, then roll me a manipulation check, and if that works, then it works. Go ahead.
Hey, the power of bullshit, go!
Jesus Christ. If this works,
It's been working so far.
this might actually work. Yeah, this might actually work.
There's one singular 6.
You got 1-6?
We got 1.
You wanna know what's funny is that I didn't get any 6s.
Oh, thank fuck.
So no one sees past your bullshit. The Space Operating Force soldiers, one of them definitely goes through. The other one is just kind of a little disoriented. It isn't really. It just begrudgingly goes down there, just to check up on it. And as you can tell, the coast is clear for you to get on the bridge.
And he's just gonna, like, leave the bucket, like, outside next to the door. He's just gonna look left and right. And he's just gonna quickly kind of book it down the umbilical, and he's gonna strip off the fucking uniform so he's back down to, like, you know, just his normal, like, shirt that would be underneath the Sigson's uniform, and just try to look in, like, a normal part of the crew on the other side.
Fucking unbelievable. Jesus Christ, I can't believe that worked. Okay, well, good on you. You did it. You're
This
back.
is the most Benny Hill shit.
This really is. This is bullshit.
I've been going by the skin of my teeth due to the fact that I've spec'd correctly.
This is the luck throughout the campaign. That my God,
Now
someone
wait
must be
till I
looking at
get into
you.
combat and I'm gonna get just eviscerated because I have nothing in combat.
No, but you can sneak your way out of everything, apparently. So yeah, all right, you make it
Oh
to the
man,
other side.
bullshit, no.
You make it to the other side. You get there. And as you're getting on there, Paul, you actually notice, since you're actually on that floor, the executive, we're kind of going to you now, because both of you are up there. So now that map applies to both of you. You are with the executive. She goes in and she's asking if she can come along with. Some of the union execs discuss it a little bit. As you can tell, it's almost like the Union of Progressive People, since they show up, it's almost like a Kremlin type of deal. That's what it looks like. And they discuss it, and they are not happy to see a Weyland-Yutani employee, let alone an executive there. They announce a lot of disdain, talking about it, but after some convincing from some of the UA leaders, they try to calm them down a bit and discuss it. So eventually the union just kind of gives in, but they do comment that this was not a part of the promise, so they are not happy. In fact, they're even going as far as saying, "You UA American dogs, always bending the rules and doing all this crap." So, yeah, they are beyond unhappy. Regardless, they're let in, and the executive, she just tells you, remember, Dick Hansen, that's who you're looking for. He should be coming across the umbilical at any point now.
Right.
And before long, you see someone open the door from the umbilical, and you see, someone run across. And the two Colonial Marines who are up there notice this person, and they actually kind of get their guns up. Wait, hold on! Identify yourself, boy! Corvus, that would be you. You got Colonial Marines pointing guns at you.
I couldn't unmute. I was trying. Yes. Hi, yes. Dick Hansen here. I'm an engineer working on the station. I was told to come up here in case there's any problems. I heard that the Ceratov is having something going on over there with the systems. And I rushed over here as soon as I could.
I don't want to hear it. Get this boy back over there. You are not authorized here.
Wait. He's with me. He's with me. I'm with the company. He's with me.
Yes, you're the one who hired me to oversee the engineering, yes.
What?
Precisely.
We got employees on the Saratov? I wasn't aware of this.
Yes. I was asked here by my boss to oversee things, and Mr. Hansen here was assigned to work with me, so I was expecting him to show up. So here we are, so...
Now you roll me a manipulation check here, Sean.
Manipulation. Hey, hold on. Just gotta get
Swear to God, if that luck rubs off here.
I got a 6!
Yes!
My
yes!
God.
Yes! Bullshit, go!
Let's go!
Both of them got 1-6, so it just kind of cancels out. They're keeping. I'm gonna give it to you guys, though. I'm gonna give it to you. Just through roleplay purposes.
Can I assist by just leaning over to the Colonial Marine and just going, they've been feeding me nothing over there but like fucking hard-dried food for 6 months. Please, I've been shitting nothing but like 40-pound bricks. I'll do anything over here. I put up a memo all the time. Please, you gotta get me out of here. I'll do anything.
You actually can.
And then Paul leans over to the other Marine and says, He's telling the truth. My boss has been feeding me information that's all they've been doing to him these past several months.
You actually can. Remember, there's actually help from others. If you want to help someone with a roll, you actually give them a +1 modification to their dice roll. So, Paul, in this case, just because of the roleplay purposes, I'll give you 2 more dice. So roll 2 more because of help from a Hansen and your roleplay.
Okay. I got 2 6s.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you pass with flying colors in that case. Yeah, so they just kind of look at each other and they just sling there and they put the safety back on from their pulse rifles because they were off. They were ready to shoot.
Thank God.
Yeah, you were about to suffer like an injury for sure. But regardless, they just say, all right then, move along. I don't want to see you two up here though.
Yes, I can quickly make my way out of here. Yes, thank you so much. You don't realize how much you've saved me.
Thank you.
He's just gonna quickly make his way out of there.
And Paul accompanies him.
Alright, so, yeah.
Wait, hang on. Just as we round the corner, I'm just gonna give him like another pair of shades I have, and we're just gonna both put on the shades as we walk.
Yeah. And then we both fist bump.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The entire station just explodes behind you.
Yeah, miraculously, fucking Hansen has set off explosives on the Saratov. There is no negotiations. The UA win.
Yeah.
Oh man, if I could, I would have. But man, this was the skin of my teeth the entire time.
Yeah, I was about to. I don't think you would get away with that. Not on your own, at least.
I don't know how to fly a ship.
Alright, well, you're both now connected, and you're over by the elevators. Now, pretty much, Paul, from what you remember, you're given instructions you had to link up with Dick Hansen and then wait until after the meeting.
and so it has come to pass.
Meeting is still going on, but of course information is being absolutely legally given to specific people. Because the UA never breaks the law, right? Right?
Oh, no, never. There's never been an illegal mining operation or two. Never.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, you guys are doing that, just kind of waiting for now. We are going to go to Nissa and Ben now, since you guys take place in kind of the same spot. So you're being escorted out, and pretty soon, not long after, you're being escorted over to a specific room, just to kind of wait in the lobby until further notice. Nissa, you are actually directed to the same lobby as well, and you're both kind of left in the same area. You know, no one else is there, but you both are kind of sitting across from each other, just sitting there awkwardly. Yeah. Yeah, you see a child in front of you, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Nissa is a child.
Noted.
He looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him.
You know what? I'll say that happened in a character. You were singing that a little bit quietly.
No,
No, it's canon.
Oh, fuck you. She's the sound of twiddling thumbs.
What are you in here for?
Oh, I'm looking for someone, and they said they had something about him. Otherwise, I'd be home right now.
Keep going. Yeah, I want to hear like the whole story. You know.
She just like she just looks up at him, and she's just like, the fuck? She's just so confused. Sure, I guess. I'm looking for my dad, and they said they knew something about where he went, so that's why I'm here. But it's not really much of a story.
Fair enough. Funny story. I had a dad once.
No, really, I never would have guessed.
Yeah, I know it's quite surprising, isn't it? The idea that I had a father figure.
Well, it's crazy.
They're pretty rare, you know. Like there's not many people in the world who have or had a dad.
Okay, that's
It's
just
like
sad.
a call out.
That's just sad.
Man, I feel fucking called out.
Yeah. Wait, I'm sorry. What?
I was making a. That's the reason why I said had a dad, because I'm like have or had. Like they didn't. The father never existed.
Milk syndrome.
I thought you said milk syndrome, like getting the milk. That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I said. Milk syndrome.
Oh, you did? Oh, never mind.
So
This conversation.
how'd you meet your father?
Hey, you guys remember when this was a horror franchise and we're just having this?
Fully expecting him to just go, so you got milk?
This is just looks at him. She's like, this may come as a surprise to you, but genetically, I am his offspring. That's why he's called my father. I knew him since I was a child.
Damn. Is that how most people get their fathers?
Oh my god.
And this is just. She just leans back in her chair, like looking up at the ceiling a little bit. She just thinks to herself, she's just like, great, they put me in the loony bin.
By the way, only in in character as well, only 3 minutes have passed, and that's what you've listened to.
So, spaceship food.
Well, I think it's alright. I've been living off of it for a while.
You know what I think?
No,
I
what do
think
you
it's
think?
out of. I think it's out of this world.
Get canceled.
All of a sudden, Ben has a heart attack.
Overdoses on all her pills.
Yeah. Completely in character. He probably could. That would be completely fair if he did just have a heart attack on the spot.
Probably, yeah. Considering everything, yeah. Okay, well, okay, I gotta go away from this part.
Yeah, please step in.
All right, I'll
I'm
move.
trying my hardest here.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's funny though. All right, let's go back to let's go to Sunny and Alexander. Now it just so happens that you guys are going to the same spot actually, and let's go to the maps. Another part of the map. This one's pretty important actually, because eventually everyone's going to be here. So you both know that you need to head down 2 decks. The Marines take the stairs. That's where they're going. Alex, how are you getting down there? You want to take the stairs or elevators? Because you're not with the Marines. You're kind of going your own way.
I'll take the stairs because most people will be rushing to the elevators.
Okay, so you head over to the escalators. You get there, and eventually you make it to deck E. Now, Sunny and Alexander, you both see that the Marines are leading over to the hangars 1, 2, and 3 that you see down there. Now, Sunny, you go in there first since you're actually following them. Some of the Marines are kind of questioning, why do we have a clown? But that's all you hear. And
Sunny has introduced himself to each one of them, going like, "Hi, my name is Sunny. I'm looking for this man."
the corporal just kind of looks to his soldiers and just like, yes, they're with me. Don't worry.
Like when you get to work day, but it's not your kid.
Anyway, you manage to make it to that hallway. You just see that all of these Marines are kind of getting ready. They're getting suited up. You see them all in their personal armors, or standard issue armor. And you even see some of them kind of getting their pulse rifles. They're maintaining their guns right now, getting the smart guns out, that kind of stuff. They're bringing the firepower because they're getting ready for whatever is happening. Now, Sunny, something that does catch your eye, though, you see the man that you're looking for, and you see him on the far end of the hallway down there, kind of away from all the other Marines, and you see him talking with what looks to be a little girl. In fact, for anyone who doesn't know, it is actually the same girl who Nissa and Paul met. So this girl, I already described what she looks like, but Kai, so you see Kai, he has kind of a bit of a tan skin, dark brown eyes, he has a brown hair buzz cut with a strong jawline. He actually has some scarring on his left side of his face and arm. He has a couple of USCMC tattoos along his arms, almost like Celtic tattoos, actually, at least from what you can tell. He wears his gray M3 personal armor, and he has a Master Sergeant rank insignia with a and he also has personalized with his experience in combat with tallies on his armor, and you even see some kind of like a somewhat awards or stuff that he's gotten in combat for valor. So you can tell that this sergeant, he's pretty well established. But he's talking with this girl, and she actually looks very surprised. As opposed to her always being down and gloomy, she actually almost looks very concerned and worried. And Kai seems to kind of have his hand on her shoulder and almost like kind of comforting her, and then just kind of hugs her for a sec. So
See, Sunny doesn't know social cues. So Sunny's just gonna walk over there.
okay, so you walk over.
Looks him in the face and goes like, I was sent for you.
Kai looks up to see you and just goes, listen, Astra, just stay close. Just head over. Just stand over there for now, okay? This won't take long, I don't think. Okay. All right. So she walks over, just kind of sits at the end of the bench, towards the end of the hallway. Kai looks up and just says, "You're looking for me?"
Yes, my father sent me. And then Sunny hands over a photo like they did with the other Marine, and just slowly, with both hands, shows the photo of himself.
He just kind of slowly sets the keycard down. Okay, who's your father?
Father?
What?
That's all I've known him as.
I meant his name in particular. What facility does he work at? What?
Where?
Nova Research Facility.
He works at Nova Research Facility.
Wait. Are you talking about... so... You're his kid. Never really mentioned that you were, Never mind. Listen. Well, if that's the case, then what are you doing here? What do you need?
I was sent to represent.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I thought he'd be up here above anything else, but... Alright, if you're here to represent him, then, well, I'm not gonna lie to you, the situation's bad. We're learning information a little by little, but from what we can tell, I'm sure you've heard the news. One of the reactors exploded over at the Spasinier power plant, but it's getting worse, I think. We're getting more intel by the minute, and something else might be coming up soon. We're gonna get debriefed by the major soon here.
Alright. Sunny's got like an anxious look on her face, like, I hate this.
Now, there's not really much contact also on the surface either. I'm sure you're wanting to transfer a lot of the information. Only a landline or telephone device that I can tell that is working is, well, some of the more manual stuff over by one of the mechanic shops. I'll be sure to give you clearance for it, but it's not foolproof. We're trying to figure out why the comms are down, because radiation, as far as I can tell, won't do that. So something else must be at work here.
Well, I'm sure that we'll all figure it out. Everything will be fine, and I can get back to work, being entertainment.
Sure, kiddo. Anyway, by this point, Alex, I would say that you've also shown up to this conversation.
Oh, hello, civilian.
Wait.
Yep.
Alex?
Hi.
Alexander.
Is that you?
Alexander Caliber, I knew your father.
Yeah. Let's not open wounds.
Well, speaking of which, I never caught your name as he gestures over to you, Sonny.
Oh, my name is Sunny.
Alright. Well, Alex, I'm sure the Major brought you over here.
Yeah. She brought me over here, and she debriefed me just a little bit of what she knows.
Yeah. She's late to the meeting, but she'll debrief us on whatever she can find. She's up at the top floor with the Union of Progressive Peoples right now. She's trying to gather up as much as she can. A lot of information exchanging, a lot of arguments. Could take a couple hours. I suggest you lot just stay put for now until we get more information. And you see the little girl who's just sitting over by the bench just kind of clench onto her legs a little bit, just really not wanting to talk to anyone right now.
Sunny just kind of snaps their head over.
Oh no.
Like, it's gonna be great.
Okay.
And like, kind of just assesses the situation briefly, and then decides to make their way over. Hello, I noticed that you were looking down.
She doesn't really say much.
Would you like some assistance?
I think I'm good for now. I just need to be left alone.
Are you sure? Sunny seems to like doubt themselves almost, which is like something that they've never really done before, so they're just kind of like almost having an existential crisis.
I mean, do you want to try and convince her?
Nah, Sunny doesn't want to force it.
Okay. Look, I'm fine, okay? I'm sure you mean well, but I just need to be left alone.
Okay.
Alright.
Sunny looks sad.
That's fine. So for everyone by this point, I'm just going to say a shift passes by. It's about 5 hours into it. Everyone is just anxiously waiting on more information here. And before long, I would say I'm going to start off in, kind of alphabetical order. So Alexander and Sunny, since you guys are together, I'm going to start off with you guys here. So by this point, I'd say, Alex, you've kind of fallen asleep, just kind of waiting on the news at the bench. And Sunny, you're... where are you, actually?
I'm moving a cat quickly, but Sunny's kind of just standing off to the side, twiddling their thumbs.
Alright. Let's see. Astra is just sitting at the bench, not really doing much either. She appears to also be getting some shut-eye as well. Still arms crossed, though. And Kai the whole time has just been busy getting all the soldiers together, getting the Marines set up, and just making sure to keep them all entertained. He's trying to keep them all happy and everything, keep morale good. And before long, the Major shows up. She starts walking down, and Kai immediately goes, "Attention!" And everyone, all the Marines immediately salute, get, ready. She just says, "At ease." And before long, she begins debriefing the Marines in the hangars, in Hangar 3 in particular. It takes a while, but eventually the Marines are left to their own devices. But you can actually see that they are mobilizing. Like, they are actually displaying plans and getting things ready. Kai comes out to see both Alex and Sunny and Astra. So he comes out and just says, "Okay, Alexander Caliber, Sunny, Astra, get over here."
Sunny happily skips over.
This better be good, because I was just getting into my slumber.
Yeah, now you're being woken up. Welcome to the core. Listen. Situation's worse than we thought. Major's come back with news. Talks about everything have, I'm not liking where this is going. Damn it, I don't like where this is going. The Colonial Marines are being called in to try and handle the situation. The Union, they've lost contact with the outpost Zukov, their military base, the penitentiary, farm, colony, everything. There's no help coming from the Union. All they have is a small garrison on the Saratov, far too few to really do much. They're only sending in a few of their soldiers to go with key personnel. So, I'm telling you, the Union and UA, we are working together because it's not just one reactor that's going to blow up. The whole goddamn plant is at risk of going critical.
Is there any way we could prevent this from happening?
Well, the Union has been very secretive as far as the contents of this whole plant, but from what we can tell, first off, how much do any of you know how an atmospheric processing plant works?
Sadie just kind of does the blink where it's like one eye then the other.
I'll take that as not much. Well, I quite frankly don't know the chemistry behind it either, but essentially it takes in any particles or elements from a planet and more or less heats it all up in order to make a CO2 and oxygen in order to make the land more breathable along with nitrogen, basically making it an atmosphere very, very similar to how, well, Earth is. But here's another thing that it uses. At the center of the plant, they combine it with elements in order to help it reduce any of the emissions on the planet that it could also cause. I don't know why it even causes emissions to begin with. That's not how we do things, but whatever. And the element is hydrogen. We believe that nuclear fuel is seeping into the other parts of the power plant and could actually meet with the water down there to cause a chain reaction. If this happens, a major explosion will occur. One that is comparable to 50 megatons of energy, comparable to that of the Tsar bomb from 1961.
So you're saying if that plant goes off, we're going to have a huge crater on this planet?
I'm saying that if this occurs, not only will the UPP colony be gone, but the UA colony, the amount of radiation that is on that planet and goes over to the UA, it would take decades to repair all the damage and the radiation. Way longer than that from what I'm hearing. I am telling you that we may not even have a planet to call home if this happens.
If I was the major, I would say we need all scientists that are on board to find another suitable planet for human civilization as this is going on, just in case if the planet goes kaboom.
It's not that simple. A lot of people call this place home. Many of them do want to stay. I mean, they've worked so hard. Look, you can say what you want about this planet, but Astra kind of chimes in. It's all we got. Look,
There are children here.
I know. Look, you can say what you want about this rock, but at the end of the day, it's all I got.
I understand that, kid. But we need to figure out how we're gonna stop this, because my mother is still on that planet. I do not know what is going on down there.
Well, no one does. Remember when I said that communication has been cut off? Well, there are theories that some sort of jammer is in place down there. We don't know why. We don't know if it's just the antenna that got damaged or the radiation. We don't know. But we don't know how they even know that information, but the waves that they are receiving leads us to believe that a jammer is in place. Look, I wish I could give you more information, but we don't have a choice. The UA and UPP have to work on this. Colonial Marines are being sent in within 2 days. And we're also gathering people in order, and yes, people, civilians, to help with the situation based on their abilities. And we are also going to be escorting key personnel from the Saratov space station. Whether we like it or not, which I don't. I'd rather never listen to a single goddamn Union soldier. Nothing but simple-minded people. Regardless, we have to work with them. They know more about the reactor than we do, so we have to escort them there. Now, I'm gonna kind of stop the conversation with that there. I am gonna go next to Nissa and Ben, because that was a lot to unload. And there's going to be even more to unload. So, Nissa and Ben, you guys are still, of course, at the place. And before long, that marshal who you guys were being escorted by, he shows up and opens up the door to come in. And he is actually coming in with the scientist whom Nissa, you were talking to. And, let's see, Ben, you were being directed over to that executive as well. You both are going to separate offices, and we're going to start off with Nissa here. So Nissa, you are led into the doctor's office, and he sits you down in the room. And he just kind of says, I'm sorry to keep you waiting, but we got a lot of information here. So, first off, he explains a lot of the stuff that was explained before, but he also gives you information about what brought you up here. So, like I said, civilians are also being brought on board if they have the skills and capabilities to be here. Nissa, I knew your father. Okay? I worked with him when... Well, I think you have an idea. I worked with him at the Nova Research Facility. And he got caught when he was going on a business trip. From what I understand, the Union got him. I obtained this information from an outside source, and while they were having their conversations. And the data that I'm about to show you, I need you to keep your cool, but he actually shows you on this data pad that looks like one of those clunky old, devices, it shows a photo of your father, and he's being led into the actual power plant. You don't know when this was shot, but from what he is inferring, he tells you that your father is at the power plant.
So you're saying that my father has something to do with this meltdown?
No. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that he is there. Look, he got caught. Maybe something could have, I don't know, maybe they cut him a deal. I don't know. All I know is that there's a high chance that he is there. No one has seen any sign of him outside of that. Look, he got into a lot of fire, and it was important to him to divert that away from you. I don't know what's going on, but it's important. This is our chance to figure out what happened with him.
Well, can't say I'm not interested, but
I know.
if he didn't want me involved with all this, why would you all come get me?
Because, well, I don't think we have much of a choice here. I mean, your father doesn't want you involved, yes, but he could be in serious trouble. I mean, don't you care about that alone? You can't just, you can't just stand alone on this, but there is more news. If you do this, everyone who is being allowed on board is being heavily compensated for this. So if you go, you will be in good hands. If you go. And if he's alive, you both won't have to worry about anything.
I have one condition.
What's that?
If things get hairy and people start pointing fingers, you'll have our back.
I will. Yes. I promised your father that I would make sure that things are okay.
I'll go.
Okay. Your skills and understanding, well, a lot of your skills are going to be valuable to the team. Yes, many are going to question why we're bringing a kid, but you're not the only kid who's being brought on board.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, I assume.
Oh, you won't be the only kid on there. There's another one called Astra Solis. She's going to be on the team as well. You'll be reporting down to Deck E very soon here. You'll be debriefed on what role you will play, and you will be assigned to a team, but yeah, you won't be alone in this. I suggest you pack up any things that you have from your apartment and start moving. I wish I could put it to you better, but that's all I got for you.
That's fine.
Alright. He opens up the door and he just says, grab everything you can, make sure that you're healthy for this. It's going to be a bit of a mission.
She goes out and goes listen for stuff.
Okay. So yeah, you grab everything. Ben, during all of this, you're kind of going through your own little section as well. The executive and therapist are back in the same room and are talking with you. This time, though, your boss is actually a lot more concerned. Okay. Ben, please have a seat. Ben?
He's fucking dead!
No.
Well,
I had my mic muted.
okay.
He takes a seat.
I was about to say. So for a moment, he's just kind of questioning why you were just standing, looking over the desk. But yeah, you take a seat eventually. All right. So Ben, here's the deal. You'll get your licensing. You'll get everything that you wanted. You'll be off the station. You can leave the system afterwards if you want to. And you'll be compensated greatly for your efforts here. But the thing is, we need engineers to help out with this mission. And he kind of debriefs you on, again, same thing as everything mentioned. And he goes on to further explain, I know how important it is for you to just get out of here. I'll reinstate you with the company or even reinstate you with another company if you want. I don't care. But they are offering to do this for you. You can continue.
The catch, isn't there?
The catch is you got to go down and prevent a nuclear meltdown from occurring. Yes.
That's it.
It's either that or we don't have a planet.
No, I mean, like, that's the only catch. Like, you're not gonna send me down with a therapist or sit me down and have a good talking to, or...
No, you will be directed to go with the Marines. This is under colonial Marine jurisdiction. You'll be given your own team of civilians and military personnel to work with. But you have to follow their orders. You gotta do what they say. Failure to do that, you can forget about any compensation. We're just trying to take control of the situation and try to fix it here.
So what you're telling me is that you're gonna give me everything I need, and I just have to help out with this whole nuclear meltdown situation?
Yeah, that's what we're telling you.
Didn't have to sit me down, you nonce. Egghead. You could have just told me. I'm doing it.
Ben, let's settle down here, okay? Listen, do you want, let's make it official. Do you want to take this opportunity or not?
Yeah. I would like to take this opportunity. Thank you.
Oh, and by the way, actually, you know what? There was a catch. I'm not hiring you again. You get your license, but I don't give a shit about what happens to you after this.
Is it Christmas already?
Get the hell out of my office. So the therapist just opens the door for you, and they all direct you: go to Deck E, get debriefed.
It's been a pleasure working with you. And he slaps the top of the executive's head a couple times.
Okay. He actually, kind of frantically tries to push you away, and actually starts calling for Hayes.
No need to be alarmed. Except you should probably have a shower. Your head's really oily.
As soon as you shut the door, as soon as you shut the door, Hayes is actually waiting outside. Well, hey there, buddy.
How's it going?
Oh,
What do I have to convince you of today? Let me see. That I'm a colonial marine who just needs to get an elevator ride to
didn't work the
go
first
see my
time.
buddies again.
Didn't work the first time. The only time I let you go was because I was quite entertained with your story. I knew you were gonna get caught anyway. Anyway, looks like you and me are both being signed on to the same team. Isn't that just a dandy?
Shit.
Yeah, we got a lot of catching up to do. Anyway, let's start heading over to the decky.
I would like to request something before that.
what would
Please
that be?
remain 5 feet away from me at all times.
Can't make too many promises here, but sure. Anyway, after
Thank you.
to the escalator. Don't trip up on the way down, by the way. I'm just kidding.
I will trip you over if you're not careful.
Yeah, you can keep telling yourself
Okay.
that one.
Now that we're all buddy and stuff, let's get going, shall we?
You're the one who's supposed. I told you to lead the way. You're the one who's not walking. As he's just smiling at you. So yeah, you guys are going down. Now, last but not least, we are going back up to Dick Hansen and Paul Perkins. You guys were waiting, of course. You guys get the news pretty soon from the executive. She actually directs both of you to come down to the headquarters with her through the elevators, and you guys managed to make it there. So both of you are in her office, and she decides to tell you both about what is going on. And she pretty much gives you guys the same story, but she adds on a couple other things. Now, both of you have served the company for quite a while, and we need good people to help represent the company here. Make sure that everything is underway. This is our opportunity to take advantage of. Now, with all that being said, compensation for both of you will be extravagant. I want you both to ensure to me, will you take this job? Because if so, you'll get, you're not going to be under my command. You'll only be getting what orders I give you individually before you leave.
Free reign is really all I needed to hear.
Okay?
As long as it's for the company, I'm willing to do anything.
That's what I like to hear. All right. Both of you are dismissed. Actually, hold on. Hanson, I need you to stay in the office for a moment. Paul, just wait outside at the door for a sec, okay? So, Paul, you're directed outside. Now, Hanson, she sits you down again, and she just says, "What did you find out from Azasaratov?"
It seems they don't really know much of what they do down there, but there does seem to be some sort of issues that they were having at the plant, not with the plant itself.
I see.
Whatever happened down there definitely wasn't involved with the plant itself.
Okay. Now,
Good thing you're sending the Marines. They'll probably be the best solution down there.
we're also sending a couple others down there from what I'm hearing. In fact,
Oh,
I actually have some information for you. And I'm actually going to type out the information to you, so that way no one else knows.
just is being handed a document.
Yeah. Typing noises.
Typing Simulator
Yes.
2024, ladies and
These
gentlemen.
are
The first
these
one
are
of the
very
year.
This is very interesting typing information.
Yep. So that is what I'm sending.
I see, I see. We really do have friends all over the place.
Yes. I want you to link up with them whenever you can.
Indeed, indeed. Now, how would I be able to find out if they are our friend or not? It's a phrase I used to say.
In fact, there is. Repeat these orders to them. That's what it is. I'm actually gonna pin it for you.
Ah, yes, I see.
They'll understand it. And in fact, I know you understand it.
Oh, how rude of you. You know I gotta have some fun here. And he's just going to, like, try to, like, fake light a cigar and, like, puff it, but there's, like, he just doesn't inhale the smoke. He's just having fun with the cigarette.
Yeah. She doesn't really give you much in return, but she just says, anyway, whenever you're done with your mission, report back and let me know. We'll take further action. We have to protect our own interests. I know you understand that.
Of course, company policy.
All right, go link up with Paul then.
He's gonna get up. He's just gonna make sure that the document he was handed, he memorizes, and then he puts the cigarette to the bottom of the document so it burns.
Oh, and one other thing, Paul. There's another piece of information. Sorry, not Paul. One other thing, Hanson. Have you and Paul study this? There's some more information that you both should know.
Typing.
Well, I'm actually sending this to both you and Paul.
Yeah.
So,
Haven't found one of these in a while.
all right.
Why is it always the women? Have you noticed that? Maybe it's a genetic disposition. Make sure they get on that.
So she shuts the door. Paul and Hansen, you have both been given this information and told to go to Deck E.
He's just gonna make his way out to Paul, and again, you just see him, he's like burnt out the other paper, so it's just ash now, and it just flutters away as he flicks it away from his hand. And he's like, so Paul, what do you do on the station? Like he puts the accent back on, and he's like, hey, show me around, show me how you do your American style over here. Oh my god, a working light bulb!
Oh my god.
All right then. Well, I guess we're stuck together for now, so might as well show you around. Follow me.
Ah, yes, indeed.
So, everyone by this point is heading down to Deck E. Everyone is well aware of what's going on. And it is here that that pretty much all of you are being set aside into actual teams. And eventually for Hainer 3, the following names are told to be in this group. Alexander Caliber, Nissa Stokes, Ben E. Cameo, Dick Hansen, Paul Perkins, Sonny, Astra Solis, Kai Monroe, and and Hayes. So all of you have officially met up at Hainer 3, and this is your team. So all of you are here now. Kai just comes in and just says, well, this is everyone. I'd suggest you all get acquainted with each other, get acquainted with the crew, and see what you can do here. We're going to be heading out in about 2 days. Near as I can tell, the only information that we got, this plant, by the time we reach touchdown, will have about 3 weeks before it actually explodes. So, in that event, we need to start planning on how we approach this. I encourage all of you to try and find everything you can for this mission and make yourselves useful. You were all chosen for a reason, I quite frankly don't care what that reason is, just so long as you are here to do your job. A couple of the UPP personnel will be here within 2 days as well, so whatever opinions you have on them, I suggest you start learning how to make nice with them. And as he kind of steps off from that, he whispers under his breath, "As much as I would rather not." Hayes kind of says something along the lines of, "That makes two of us." So, what is everyone wanting to do for these next 2 days?
Sonny wants to meet Nissa.
Oh boy.
I've been
Okay.
waiting for this.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this.
I guess that means everyone gets to meet each other, so.
Pretty much, yeah. Everyone's meeting each other, so you guys are kind of free to talk for now.
Sonny kind of like beelines to Nissa because obviously a child.
Um,
Hello, you need some of emotional assistance. How can I help?
Oh my god.
I'm supposed to be used to around this clown, but so what are you numbskulls doing?
Oh boy. I would just like to say, Ben notices Sonny and goes, "Ah, a ginger."
I knew they were pairing me up with some cursed demon.
My father likes my hair, so I like it too. And so should you. I'm Sonny. I'm a pediatric clown, kind of. I'm not great.
Well, you should know, I don't like pediatricians.
Okay, your opinion is not noted because I don't care.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, me neither, okay?
So we don't
Good
care
attitude.
together. That makes us best friends.
Handshake.
attitude,
He
then.
holds, Ben holds out his hand for a handshake.
And then
Fun.
Paul, watching this, says, good attitude to have.
And then Hanson's gonna either lean over to like Paul or Ben, whichever one is closer to him, and he's gonna be like, "Are they seriously bringing fucking kids with us on this mission? They're bringing soldiers and children. What the fuck is happening here?"
Have you seen this planet? There are children everywhere, so of course
Mr.
there's bound to be
DM,
a child.
Yes.
did Nissa hear the comment from Hanson?
Yeah, I would say so. And so did Astra, actually.
So here's what I do. Nissa takes a look at Astra and then looks back at Mr. Hanson. She's kind of, "Hey, sir, I think the senior citizen sensor is in the other wing. I think you're lost."
I don't think
Sonny lost immediately.
Astra just
Hey, at
kinda
least when the
comments.
elderly die, it's not a tragedy.
Astra
Oh,
comments.
well then I
saying-
guess we don't need you that much then.
And Astra actually
Oh.
comments further.
Oh,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It's because with you guys, we just simply don't care enough.
Hey, respect your elders.
This is a weird trip. There's something children and elderly down there to go
Respect
fix
the
the
guy
problem.
whose first comment to me was, "Why am I here?"
I mean, have you seen
Yeah,
one
that's
of our
fine.
elders? As she points to Hanson.
He looks funny.
I mean, they do.
That's
have
saying
a
something
point.
coming from the clown.
My hairline might be receding, but my spirit is still there.
That's gross.
I could have
Ben
gotten
leans
that
over.
You
information.
try growing up in the old states, you see what happens.
I could have gone without that information for a lifetime.
Okay, before we get ourselves off hands, let's introduce each other. I presume.
Well, he's not wrong.
So
not
who
wrong
wants to
at
start
all.
first?
Well, I'm Astra Solus, tech expert. I'll be helping out with a lot of any problems with that. Anything that you need for repairs or hacking, I'm the one that you call upon, I guess.
No.
Anyone?
Ben E. Cameo. I'm here because they promised to get my license back if I went and did this. So, like, this is an easy offer. Like, I don't know why anybody wouldn't take this. Like, I'm getting my job back. I'm getting compensated. Like, all I have to do is go to a nuclear meltdown. Like, wait a
what
minute.
license?
That is a bad thing. What am I doing here? I'm gonna die.
Well, there's
I
nothing
didn't think
wrong
this
with
through.
that.
Actually, that's a good point. I have lived a pretty good life. Not
So,
really, but like,
So what is your license that you got revoked?
just an engineering license, you know. Also, to Hanson right there, I'd just like to remind you that if anything, if there's ever something chasing you, you just have to be faster than the next person. And those kids have short legs, so I think you're in the... I think you'll be okay.
Astro looks,
That's why they're there.
Astro looks to
respectfully, I
Nissa actually really quick and just says, they didn't need their kneecaps, right?
Nah. Luckily for you, I have a pocket knife on me.
You will not threaten the children, or I will literally skin you alive.
Look, all I did was say, why are we bringing children, and now one of them's holding a knife to us. Do you
I'm
really
not
think
holding-
that is
I'm
not
not
an
holding.
insane question?
Maybe if you shut your mouth, then everything would be better.
Wait,
Wow, I'm being
My-
targeted by the women. I see how it is. They see one
not-
old fat guy, and they all gang up on him.
Excuse me, I am a genderless clown doctor.
Look,
Sonny?
my name
That's
is Dick
Sonny?
Hansen, not Chris Hansen, alright? I don't even gang up on my children.
Stay on this pub, and there's so much controversy going on.
okay,
Excuse me,
can we
can
have
we...
order? Can we have order in the court, please?
You actually
Let's
see...
continue with introductions.
Yeah, he's just screams out, yes, I agree with you. Please. Thank you, Alex.
I'll go next. My name is Alexander Caliber. I'm concurrently an officer, but more or less a freelancer, just getting by and getting money as much as possible for intel.
Well... Who's next?
Well, I might as well. Hello, I'm Paul Perkins. I work with I'm part of the Wayland Utah Corporation. No, not high up, just to be clear. I'm not with the executives. I just type in numbers into a computer in a cubicle every day. But just so you know, that should any of you need anything at all, I am here to help anytime.
I think you're on my good side because I fucking hate Wayland Utah.
I see. Well,
Wow,
I
that
believe
that really strengthened the mood, didn't it?
Well, we'll end it off on a good note then. Hello there, I'm Dick Hansen. I'm from over there.
I have
in the
a
Town.
question. I have a question.
What is your question?
Did your parents hate you?
Yes, now moving on.
Wow.
I don't think they hated you. If your
Yes, it
name
just
is
whispers, "Oh,
if
God,
your
I'm so
name is
glad I'm
Dick
following up."
Hansen, either your parents are like comedians.
Is your name Richard?
I didn't
Or they
know
don't
that I
like
joined
you.
the union at the age of
I-
5 and thus
I
you're
was
gifted in
also
technology, they
wondering
don't
that.
care.
You just see Hayes
I was-
actually, like, cup his hand over his face, like, dear God, why?
We're royally
the
fucked.
same.
This is the group
No
we're
matter which
relying on.
station I'm on, it's always the same. Alright, I'm here for a job. I was hired to come on over here, and, due to Seegson not looking too hot on that other station, I wasn't willing to, stay there longer. So I'm here to do a job. If you need technical work, I'm your man.
Ick, what is wrong with your voice?
What do you mean? This is the best accent I got. What do you mean? Nothing absolutely wrong with this. Fuck you.
We've only known each other for a day, and this is your third accent.
I'm trying to hold a concurrent Russian accent. I don't know how to do it well, and now I feel like I'm falling into a Fu Manchu type of accent.
Oh my god.
So, I'm trying. I might give up on accents after this.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Dick. Accents are very easy to hold up. You just have to learn how to do it.
He'd be right about that.
By this
One was a
point,
pirate, one was.
When the fuck did we get pirates here?
by this point, Hayes doesn't even care and just waves his hand up in the air, saying, "Samuel Hayes, I'm a colonial marshal. I'm here to keep you fucks in line. Unfortunately,
You're doing a terrible job. Just
I
saying.
realize that."
See, now if he was a union man over there, he'd be doing a better job.
Actually,
Don't worry.
actually, okay.
Trust me, guys.
The,
He's an idiot.
the second you say that, he actually gets up off his chair and looks at you, Dick. He glares at you. And actually says, if you think for a goddamn second that the Union does their job better, you would be wrong. I have seen nothing but them just tarnishing other people's lives the entire time. Don't even begin to compare me to them. Say what you want about the colonial marshals here, but everything that I do here, I do for the sake of the people here. It's not perfect, but I do my job, and don't you dare even question me.
I get it. He's with the theatrics. Alright. Well, as long as we both agree to work and stay out of each other's way, I'm fine with it.
So long as you don't step out of line, that's all I care about.
This is over here just like, how did introducing yourselves end up getting political?
Anyway,
But the question is,
last person.
The question-
Oh, go ahead.
but the question is, Hayes, when you step out of line, who's gonna kick your ass?
Me. I can do it.
I would like to.
If anyone is going to do it, it'll be me. I have authority, after all. Anyway,
Don't worry about that.
Surprised if it wasn't Ben over there.
this was actually.
Don't worry about that
Last
Haynes guy. He's a bit of an idiot. Like, he let me through an elevator just because I said I had some friends down there. I'm a goddamn medic. I was stuck in the medical wing. I'm not allowed out of there.
I knew
Wait,
that.
The one
Why
that
do we
they
have
let
a
me in
second
here.
one patient coming with us?
Oh, so you're the crazy one I saw there earlier when I was going. I get you.
And then after all of this, Paul just looks around, and then he said, "My God, this has been such a controversial meeting."
Yeah, at that point, Kai actually shows up and he just says, "All right, that's enough. Hayes,
Hello.
I told you to just keep an eye on these people, okay? Come on."
He did a terrible job.
He actually snaps at you, saying, "I don't need you to say that right now, okay? Right now."
Can I say it then?
He actually just punches you in the stomach.
And then at this point, Paul faints.
Get in line now!
We're rolling that once for ourselves.
Do you want me to drag him to the infirmary? Wait, where is the infirmary on this ship? I've only been here for like 20 minutes.
Just get in line now. He's actually ordering you guys to go into straight up like a line, like how the army or military does it.
He's just gonna lean down, he's gonna pick up Paul, and he's just gonna like throw him over his shoulders, just try to like carry him over to the line.
Nissa just thinks to herself, wow, they got so distracted by talking about politics they completely skipped over me. Anyways, I'm not going to complain.
In any case, then, please introduce yourself then.
Oh,
Introduce yourself then, crickets.
You mentioned it, but what's taking so long?
she missed it. She thought that in her head.
Okay.
Well, regardless, I just counted it as canon. Well, it's canon now because it's out.
I said she said it in her head. But,
All right,
okay.
fine. Go ahead.
She says, "Well, Nissa, I'm only here because I'm looking for someone. So."
All right. Well, I'm sure some of you already know this, but the name's Kai Monroe, Master Sergeant Monroe to some of you, but I'm not going to be with the other Colonial Marines. They're going to be on the other drop ships. I will tell you the plan here. Let's start getting to work. Now, our plan currently is simple. 3 drop ships from here. We're going to be heading over to the Soyuz colony. It's a UPP colony. It's pretty much connected to the Spasanier atmospheric processing plant. We're going to be dropping in, linking up with a couple other ships that are down on Fort Grant. We're going to be making our way there, and we're going to escort key personnel who have either worked on the station or they are at least well aware on how to take care of the situation. These key personnel are coming from the Union. That's what things are looking like right now. Now, I know none of you are really soldiers. Most of you at least aren't. But that doesn't matter. Right now, what matters is that we need to do this mission. Now look, I don't know what exactly was guaranteed for all of you. I'm sure all of you were given something. But what's important is that you were all chosen for a reason. You are here to contribute to the mission and its overall success. So I expect that all of you will do your best, not just for yourselves, but for the people who you care about. That is the point of being here. It's either this, or we don't even have a planet to call home. This place means a lot to a lot of people. A lot of lives are at stake. Now, if there's any questions before we get started, then may as well speak them out now, because the training's going to start ASAP.
Ben immediately raises his hand.
I was gonna do that, fuck it. I mean, that was...
What is a cameo?
You guys got like an ice pack? My face really hurts right now.
He just gestures over to a med kit that's just on the wall. It's reserved for, in case something does go wrong with the airlock. But yeah, he has something there.
Can you call a medic for Paul? I am still carrying him.
Just set him
right here.
right.
Oh, the clown is a doctor. All right.
Yeah,
That actually
They said pediatric, you fucks.
that actually reminds
still
me.
doctor.
I don't know what that word is.
For now,
Just remember, guys, laughter is the best medicine.
You think I know any medicine? No.
Ugh.
bless you, Nessa.
Tell him a joke, he'll be fine.
Anyway,
Oh,
listen.
sorry, I'm allergic to old, creepy men.
Alexander just cringes at that joke.
In any case, Dick, just set Paul on the table over there. Just make sure that his legs are elevated. Sonny, that actually reminds me. I remember that you wanted clearance to talk to your father. I'll go ahead and get that situated for you. The rest of you, Hayes, go over everything with them. Astra, I need you to start working on a couple of tech modifications for people. Start looking up for some gear. We got a couple things set up for all of you. Now move it, people. So...
But if we finally get to know how to shoot one of those American rifles, they always look so nice.
Now, what's going to happen is, Sonny, you're going to be going off on your own with Kai to take your call down, okay? Now, we'll get to you in a sec, but for the context for everyone else... Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that really quick, and then you can meet up with everyone else. Because, of course, Paul is still fainted. Okay, so...
Rip Bozo.
Sonny, basically, Kai brings you over to... Let's actually look over on the maps again. Kai is going to bring you over to the reception desk that you see there. And he's going to bring you over to the only phone that can really connect fast enough to the Nova Research Facility. He just tells you if you have what's left or the information that you need, go ahead and contact them. it's still kind of unconfirmed if you're on the team or not. I don't know if your father wanted to represent him as in go on the mission or not, but I suggest you get that sorted out, okay?
Okay. Sonny basically dives for the phone. They really want to talk to their dad.
Okay, so you get to it, no problem, and you punch in the correct key card for the face cam, and your father picks up the line pretty quickly. He just says, "Hello?
Father, hello.
Sonny. It's good to see you. How are things?"
Things are good. Things are going great. How are things down there?
I'm not gonna lie, it's not really the greatest. A lot of the kids are scared, and many of the personnel are, well, panicking a bit. We've gotten some news about everything, not as much though. What can you tell me that you've learned?
Well...
And you can just say that you explain it all.
Yeah, thank you. I was just like, how can I be like...
Oh yeah, just for everyone to know, if there was a lot of information given, you can just say, "Oh, I explained this information to so and so." So that a little bit of hint there. But anyway, yeah. So you do that, and he just kind of sits back and just starts really trying to, caress the sides of his forehead because he's stressed, as you can tell. That's not good, Sonny. That's really not good.
Oh. Well, I'll be happy to see you again soon, right?
You can't.
Why?
Sonny, when I said that I needed you in place to make sure that things are okay and be my eyes and ears, I also meant that if there is an opportunity for you to make things right and for you to redeem yourself in the way that you want to, then I would say you should take this opportunity.
But, Father, I don't know how to function without you.
Yes, you do. Remember what I told you before you left. I care about what you can do. You need to remain confident that you can get the job done and do it right. I believe that you can. Look, I know that there have been mishaps, but everyone makes mistakes. You can't hold that onto yourself forever. Make things right. Even if you say that you can't function without me, find a way around it. It's what you've done before, and I know you can do it again.
Father, but what about... You said my issue back home?
What issue?
I'll message you. I mean...
Okay. Yeah, so, Paul is still unconscious. Unconscious noises. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, he just says, that's the other, oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I didn't send you up there just for that, to tell you the truth. I sent you up there because, well, there's investigations here at the facility. They were coming for you, and I knew about it. I was looking for a way to get you out. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. But you can't come
But
back
why?
now.
Dad.
You'll see me. Look, just promise me that you will stick to this mission. This is going to be one of the most important moments of your life, and I know you can do this. You will see me, okay? And he actually does a motion on his chest. Cross my heart and hope to die. You'll see me. Don't you cry on
Sonny,
me.
I won't. I'm a big boy.
Oh.
Strike that. Yeah. I'll do you good. Just try to make sure that doesn't get out while I'm,
the best you can. After this, I'll take you as far away from this place as I can. I promise.
I'm gonna miss the kids.
Don't worry about them. They'll be fine. You just hear a gunshot go off in the background. Oh, that would be so bad.
That would actually be so perfect, though. Perfect but bad.
Perfect, but that would be horrible.
And
Don't
the
worry,
cold
we
part-
love you, child.
Oh, that's so fucking funny. But
You just hear your dad just scream off in the background after the call. All right, let's. Oh, child!
Oh, child.
Child, no!
Just takes out a pulse rifle and guns him down. Oh, this is so bad. Well, this is definitely. I think the campaign might be getting canceled pretty soon here.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were recording.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Wait, we're recording? Oh.
For recording purposes, this is absolutely a joke. I might actually cut this part out. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see.
but it shows that we have banter between ourselves. So, but that'll be a decision for you.
You cannot cut it out, Mitch.
I don't know. I feel like I should. Forget it. Okay, let's move on.
You cannot
Can't cut it out.
Mitch.
You'd cut out such an important, integral part of the storyline.
It's all a part of the lore.
Lord,
This isn't the Alien franchise you knew.
They kill children.
Actually,
For fun.
Actually, that's probably not too far off from the truth if you've seen Alien 3. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
But they do it for fun.
But yeah. Anyway,
It was weird.
moving back to Sunny. So, yeah, Father, he just kind of says, all right, in any case, good luck on your adventure. Make me proud. Make yourself proud.
Yes, Father.
And he hangs up.
Then he slowly puts the phone down with like a kind of a. It's almost zoned out, but it's more like you've just heard some terrible news and you're just like, oh.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Kai was actually around the corner. And he's just kind of waiting for you.
Sonny takes it.
Oh.
Sorry, what?
Does he have the comically large hammer?
No, he's just waiting. And he just
Damn.
kind of sees Sunny come out.
Sonny walks out, but they look very dejected. It's not at all like the happy-go-lucky little clown person that came in. I almost said child, but happy-go-lucky person that came in. It's more just reserved and just almost broken, but not quite. Bless you.
bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Monroe, he just kind of says, sorry. He just looks at you, notices it, and just says, you know he cares about you, right? Like, I can tell.
I can't go home, so I'm stuck here now.
Yes, I know you are. And so is Astra. Listen. Fathers may not be perfect, but you gotta do what you I can for them. At all times.
Daddy issue gang.
Look, I'll make sure that all of you are kept safe. It's my job, my responsibility.
Has my father told you?
No, I don't really follow, but all I know is that I gotta do everything I can for all of you, and that includes you. Look, I don't care what you are, where you come from. I don't care about it for any of the others. I care about getting you all there and back safely. Because, well, quite frankly, I wasn't on board with having civilians come with us, but I guess we don't have a choice. No one should experience combat. No one. I can guarantee that.
I wouldn't really have a choice. I would have had to leave anyway. So I guess this is the better end of the deal. I get to hell.
It keeps you away from whatever it is that's keeping you, well, I don't know. I don't quite know the details, but it sounds like it's about as good of a choice as any. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and help Paul. See if you can get him
Yeah.
back on his feet. So, I'm just gonna say, for roleplay's sake, you get Paul back on his feet. Like, he's
Yeah.
fine.
Wake up, Lieutenant.
Oh my god!
That was my first thought.
You do
It was,
that.
Wake up.
Oh, you should have done it to Hayes, because Hayes is a colonial marshal.
Well, Hayes passed out.
No, he's
I like the idea. I haven't put him down yet, so I'm just holding him. And, like, he's got his legs facing outwards from me, and you're just behind me, slapping him in the face, going, "Wake up, Paul! Wake up!"
He told you to put him
Wake
on
up.
the table.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Wake the fuck up.
All right. Well, anyway, everyone's wide awake at this point, and training is going through. You guys are all being walked through as to, well, basically a lot of the training that you got with whatever profession you're in, what you're valuable at, just kind of honing in your skills and trying to figure out what is everyone going to be, what role you'll be playing. So for Alexander, you're kind of like the navigation guy. You're the one who's going to be really keeping a hold, and I'd actually suggest everyone writes this stuff down somewhere. If you'd like, I could type it out, but there's a lot to go over. So, Alexander, navigation. That's kind of what your focus is, because you're the one who gives a lot of intel, helps out with that. So that's going to be your focus. Let's see. Nissa, you're going to be kind of primarily focusing on scouting mainly. That's kind of what you're really known for, because of your small size and what you're able to do. You can scout out and try to tell, well, everyone, hey, is this part clear? Is this not? So that's your role. Then Cameo. From what your skills are, you're the engineer. You're the one who's going to be repairing a lot of a lot of stuff that we have. Anything that malfunctions, or any machinery.
I just want to say a quick heads up. I don't have any comtech.
You don't have. Well, no,
I am all heavy machinery.
No, that's what I mean.
It is
yeah.
okay.
You're working
I
with
am
heavy
the one
machinery.
with the comtech.
Yep, that's what I was going to go to. Ben, yeah, you're more heavy machinery. That's what you focus on. No, comtech is more so, like hacking and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which actually, funny enough, Hansen and Astra are the ones most cut out for hacking and tech. So you guys both kind of have the same role. Paul Perkins, you're going to be the one who's just kind of keeping everything together, just try to keep people, happy. Same thing with Sunny. Sunny, although you are kind of the medic, of course. So you're going to be doing a lot of helping out in that form. Now, as far as Kai is going to be just the overall, since it's a colonial marine jurisdiction, he's the one who's going to be keeping everyone together and just trying to be like, okay, this is what we should do, this is what we should do, but he's open to suggestions from, what you guys would prioritize. So he trusts you guys enough to be like, hey, these are the options that we have, what do you want to tackle first? So he's kind of the guy who helps with that. And of course, he's your heavy hitter, because my god, this guy hits hard. Because for reference, he has a smart gun equipped with him, so he's gonna be your big boy for sure.
Is it like siege level, like big boy?
I'll put it to you this way: his strength is a 5, which is the max a human can get. So he is going to shred whatever the fuck is in front of him. That's what you would have him for. And then Samuel Hayes, he is the colonial marshal. His role is to really just keep things in order, keep people from getting out of line. Mainly, he's just there to prevent some sort of mutiny from happening or something like that. He is also, reluctantly as he is to admit it, he is, now it's odd to have a marshal from the UA be there, but not quite. During one of the meetings, it is actually revealed that Samuel Hayes used to be a marshal for the Union of Progressive Peoples, but he actually turned coat on them after seeing their treatment to the people, and he felt like the UA was a better alternative. So he actually has experience with dealing with them. So that is pretty much the roles that everyone plays. There are going to be 3 Union of Progressive Peoples showing up later, and you guys don't really know the details, but you know that a scientist will be joining you, along with a, let's see, the other person was also a medic. She is actually a part of the Space Operating Forces, so she's a combat medic. And you also know that another person, an agent for the Union, is also going to be coming with you guys as well, who specializes in espionage. So, but that's all the details that you have currently. They haven't showed up yet.
Well,
Now, as you guys are all getting everything, there are a couple things that are given to all of you, and you might want to write this down on your character sheets because it's actual gear that everyone gets. Everyone is going to be equipped with the following 2 items here. In fact, let me pull up what we got. So, let me see here. Okay, yeah. Here's what everyone's getting. First off, you are all getting a radiation suit. This is going to be a very simple, made like very quickly type of suit. It is highly advanced from the look of it, made by some UA engineers and scientists to really get this set together. It actually came from the Nova research facility. These suits are actually are almost skin tight in a way. They can be worn over any clothing or anything like that. But it looks like, it's all carbon fiber and has a couple things of lead on them also to help prevent any radiation. So the stats of this suit, it doesn't really add much, but it does do this one thing. If you are exposed to 1 level of radiation, instead of actually it protects you from weak radiation in particular. Weak radiation is when you get 1 radiation level after a full shift, which is like 5 to 10 hours. So, if you are exposed to that level of radiation, it will actually help prevent that level from being obtained. Now, and it works for, of course, 1 shift, but that's all it does. If we're talking about higher amounts of radiation, it's not going to do anything against that. So it's only useful for minor situations. And another thing that you all get, if you guys have that all written, actually, does everyone have that written down?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Corvus, do you got that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Next thing are iodine pills. Now, the medics are going to have more of these, but everyone is going to have on hand 2 iodine pills. It's a potassium iodine in particular. And let me scroll.
The medic. What is the medic? How many does the medic have?
Yeah, so give me 1 sec. Okay. So potassium iodide pills, if you take within 1 shift, you actually remove a permanent rad roll, a permanent radiation point. Now, you have to take it pretty soon though. But basically, everyone gets 2 of these pills. So it works if you do it very quickly. And I'm sorry, not in a shift. You have to take it within 1 turn, which is 5 to 10 minutes.
You said we each get 2 of these?
Yes,
Okay.
you each get 2 of these. But the medic is supplied with a lot more. You actually get supplied with 5 of these instead, with an actual pill bottle.
Nice.
So that's something that I also want to put out there. So you're protected against weak radiation, and if you do sustain more, and you are susceptible to this radiation and it's permanent, if you take it within a turn, then it should be able to eliminate it, but it won't keep you be that way for long, because guaranteed radiation levels are going to get a lot higher in certain points, so rest assured about that.
So concurrently, we only have 2 pills on us, right?
Currently, yes.
Okay.
But the medic has 5. So there is extras.
Sunny has extras if anyone's dumb enough to need it.
They don't have as much because they're also giving it to, of course, many other teams, because they have to make do with what they got in such a short amount of time. Now that we have all that, there is one last thing that you guys have before basically the mission starts. While you guys are training and getting everything all set up and ready, there is actually a guy who comes in to sell some gear that you guys would be able to obtain. All of the equipment is civilian grade gear. They don't have any military grade gear because that's reserved strictly for Colonial Marines. So this is basically the best you guys got. Now, Alexander, unfortunately, because you're still an officer, you're a freelancer, you're not really officially with the Colonial Marines quite just yet. As much as, Kai wants to put in a good word for you, there's not much else apart from that.
Understandable.
Now, Alexander, we're going to start off with you. There is plenty of gear to choose from, but what are you most interested in? Are you interested in actual gear that could help, like tech, or maybe consumables, food, water? Because you guys are going to need to pay attention to that too. Or there are weapons as well.
I want to have armor that could hold consumables.
You want armor. Okay. So, in terms of armor, let me go ahead and find you something. Tools, vision devices. Okay, so for armor, the stuff that you can have the IRC MK50 compression suit. This is mainly like the spacesuits that you saw from the first movie. There is also a pressure suit, standard, well, that's actually for Colonial Marines, never mind. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing you got, a compression suit for now. Now you can go for that, or you can go for weapon. You get 1 piece of gear, everyone.
All right.
I'll take the compression suit.
Would I?
Hmm?
Oh, sorry. Would I be able to take something that I'm not trained in to train with? Can I do that?
Pretty much the only limit at this point. So there's no proficiencies or anything like that. The only limit is weight, actually. Weight, for those of you pay attention to the weight of everything that you have, because the amount that you can carry is double your strength. So whatever your strength score is, let's say it's a 3. If you double that, you can hold anything that it weighs up to 6 pounds. So 6 pounds of items and loot is how much you can carry on your person. That's the only limit. Now the compression suit, do you have $15,000, Dan?
Oh.
No, I do not.
Well, good news. You do get this 1 piece of gear for free because of, well, all of you guys taking up the opportunity. So, get pranked.
Well, if I'm only getting 1 piece of armor, I would rather not take it because what would one piece of armor do if I go in? So instead of the armor, I'll
Did want to
pick
mention.
a weapon.
Okay. Yeah, I did want to mention this piece of gear is free, so I do want to say that as well. But it's the only time it's going to be free, so I do want to say that. What are the weights of your gear? Bat, what do you have?
I'll just send you everything.
Okay, yeah, just send it to me and I'll let you know.
Also, I'm guessing money does not count towards weight.
No, money is like tiny items. Tiny items are considered anything that you can hold in the palm of your hand and you can store away easily. That doesn't count towards encumbrance or anything like that. So money does
So
not
the
count.
iodide pills would also be that, right?
Technically, yes. Yeah, you'd be fine.
How much does the advanced radiation suit weigh on its own?
It's pretty light. Like I said, it's a very light carbon fiber type of a material. It weighs really only half a pound. So it'd be like 1-2. So it's like half of a 1.
Oh, okay. So
So
everything I'm carrying is just tiny shit then, so I don't have to worry that much.
Pretty much, yeah. In this suit, it's really not meant to be an encumbrance to any of you. Yeah, it was specifically designed for you guys to be, well, combat fit, essentially. Alright, so, Dan, you want a weapon in particular, right? Okay, so, first off, really quick, bats, only thing that weighs anything are the rad suit, which is half a pound, but the bolt gun is just the weight of 1, and that's it.
Okay.
Tape recorder is a tiny item. And let's see. So Dan, these are the options for everyone, by the way. You can either choose an incinerator unit, so a literal flamethrower. You can use the Space Sub Harpoon grappling gun, same gun that Ripley used at the end of Alien. You can use the Armat model pump action shotgun, the same one you get from Isolation. Bolt gun, which is the gun from Alien Isolation again. An EVA pistol, which is like a futuristic tool gun. You can get a revolver or a service pistol. So what are you thinking?
I already have the EVA pistol
Okay.
on my person.
Like I said, these are all available as civilian stuff. You don't really get military grade stuff right now.
I'll leave like all the heavy hitter stuff to people that are more combat ready.
I don't think that's any of you.
Why not? I think we all need a gun.
Yeah.
Well, I mean like the tank of the group.
I don't know who has the highest health. Who has a 4?
I have over 4.
You have over 4?
I also have over 4.
So those are your tanks.
I have 4.
Okay.
I have 4.
Yeah, if you have 4, you're considered to be able to take a little bit more damage than normal.
Did we all put a good chunk of our points into our health?
I think so. Well, I mean, you're gonna need it.
It's not like Siege, we don't have.
All right. So
I changed my mind and I'll take the armor.
you'll take the impression suit.
Yep.
Okay. I'll be sure to give that to you in just a sec. Just let me text you compression suit so that way I remember. I'll give you the stats and everything for that soon. Actually, I can just give it to you now. All right. Next up is Nissa. Nissa, what are you wanting to get? There's armor, gear, tech, weapons. What are you thinking? You get one thing for free that's available, but it's limited, but you get it.
What kind of gear tech do I have access to?
Gear tech, well, let me let me just give Dan this stuff really quick. Okay. So this is really all it does for you, Dan. I mean, it's still useful. Every little bit counts, right? So let me give that to you. There you go. So that's what it does. It does give you a couple things. So it helps. All right. Now, Ash, you were wanting. So is it tech you're looking for in particular?
Yeah.
Okay. So in terms of tech, let's see, diagnostics and display. There are vision devices like an optical scope, high beam flashlights, motion trackers are also there, neurovisors. So there's stuff like that. So stuff that you can like get if you start it off with. There's also a couple of minor tools like a cutting torch, maintenance jack. Electronic tools is literally one here as well. And then there's also diagnostic stuff too.
One of the things I started with was a PLB.
What is it called again?
PLB, personal locator beacon.
Oh yeah. Yep. Okay.
I'm trying to think of what else would be useful.
It's quite a bit. Yeah, you guys gonna feel free to strategize amongst you guys too, because I mean, you know, there's food and water to also put in mind as well. Like you'll start off the max, but that stuff could go away quick.
I mean, I have the joke of bringing my entire life savings with me of 500 equivalent of Russian rubles, which is probably $2. So, do you accept union currency here?
They transfer it. They'll transfer it over to dollars just to make it easier.
You have 50 cents.
So I'll be completely honest, I was not paying attention for the longest while, so I don't know what everyone else got.
The only thing right now is, there's only one. Dan just got a pressure suit.
Oh, okay.
You're about to make a dick, weren't you? I heard the start of that sentence.
What kind of weapons
Is anyone
we had?
against me getting a gun?
I was gonna look at it.
I
Sunny getting a gun.
I think at this point
Yes.
it's. See, here's the thing. At this point, it's whatever you guys can do to survive. That's what you guys got to strategize here, because it's gonna get.
Here's
rough.
my real question, guys. Does anybody have ranged combat?
No.
I only have 1 point of ranged combat.
I only have 1 point of ranged combat too.
We need
Does
somebody to teach us.
Does anybody have high wits?
There's a couple.
My wits are at 3.
Yes.
Oh,
got it.
I
Mine are
have
at-
5. I have 5.
Mine are at 4.
I've got 4 as well.
I will say this: you can also
My
take a look
agility
at.
is 6.
You can also decide what your NPC followers can have as well. Right
Oh,
now,
goddamn.
yeah, you guys can actually do that. It's kind of like how Mass Effect is, where you can literally decide what your NPCs go in with. Because here's the other thing that you guys will discover soon, in either this session or next session. Probably next session, because once this is done, the dropship is going to happen. You guys can actually bring NPCs with you, but there will be a catch to it, but you'll find out. But yes, you can decide what
Well-
they get.
Also, who has the highest agility?
Probably me.
Give you a gun.
My agility is 6.
My agility is
I've got
4.
differently.
My agility is 3.
Those are fucking slow
We give
motherfuckers.
we give the child a gun.
Another. Oh, you want to know what's
Yes!
funny? Astra also has an agility of 6.
Hell yeah.
We give the child a gun because they're the best. They're the best with a gun.
Well, there's also the skills too, though. And I will say this:
Yeah.
in terms of that, Hayes would technically be the best sharpshooter because Hayes has agility of 4 with a ranged combat of 3, so 7 dice.
Yeah,
So-
but I don't like Hayes, so like.
That's only because Hayes tried to turn you in.
No, it's because he's an idiot, and I am gonna
There-
not talk at all anymore.
There's also Kai isn't the best with range combat, but that's because he's really good at close combat. I mean, he has a 5 in strength and a 3 in close combat, so I think he's ready.
So he's about as good as me at close combat.
Pretty much. His range combat is 2 with agility 3, so I mean he has a smart gun, so it's more meant for suppressing fire anyway, but it's still good.
Yeah, see, I suck with ranged weapons, so I'm not taking one.
Okay. So, with all that being said, yeah, so going back to Ash, though, yeah, we need to, decisions need to start going. So what are you thinking of taking?
What kind of weapons do we have?
Like I said, incinerator units, along with an EVA pistol. There is a grappling gun, a pump-action shotgun, a bolt gun, which is like a tool, and then you just have the standard revolver and service pistol.
I feel like a pistol, at least for Nissa, would probably work best.
Right. Something
Simply
lightweight.
because something lightweight, easier to use, and won't drag her down if she's trying to run away, or just move,
That leaves you with 4 weapons then: bolt gun, EVA pistol, revolver, service pistol.
I don't know anything about
Well, a revolver has higher damage, but doesn't give you as much of a ranged combat bonus. It only gives you a +1. Service pistol is the opposite. Service pistol is also really light. A revolver is like 1 pound. EVA pistol gives you 1 damage, +1 to ranged combat, half of a pound. And the bolt gun gives you 3 damage, but no bonus. The only ones that are armor piercing as well are the EVA pistol and bolt gun, but the bolt gun is a single shot.
Probably just fuck. I'll probably just go with the revolver.
Revolver? Okay.
I could.
357 Magnum. That's what you got. So, the child has a gun.
The child has a gun!
Alright, I'll send you the
Child has
stats.
a gun.
Next up is Ben. Benny Cameo. What are you
I
looking
would
for?
like the maintenance. I would like the maintenance jack.
Maintenance check? Okay. Quick.
Also, I was before we go. I still have a lot of money, and like consumables. Can I buy extra consumables?
You could. Yeah, that's the other thing. You guys could buy some stuff here if you have the money, but you only get 1 item for free.
Yeah, I'll take the maintenance jack for free, obviously.
I have.
But
like,
consumables.
$6.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I have no money.
Alright, first off,
Oh.
Ash, let me put this here, 357 revolver. Well, that's not the right number at the end there. Here, let me just give you the stats. 2 damage. Plus 1.
I've got to go feed my pets really quick. I'll be back.
You're fine. We're kind of in the pause section here.
Yeah.
+1 range combat. And 1 weight. So that's what you got. That's the really only important stuff right now. I'll give you the rest later. Okay, maintenance jack. Let me go back to the maintenance jack for you. It's almost here. Found it. Okay. Here are the stats for the maintenance jack. And you said you want consumables, right?
Yes.
Okay. How much are you looking to get?
I don't know. Like,
Alright, so you go.
actually, like, I'm guessing food, water, all that. That'll like help you for like a day.
For a day.
Or is it-
Let me see. Okay. So for a day, let me see. Pharmaceuticals, food and drink. Okay. So here are some of the options. Prefab meals, which are like $10. Water bottles, they can range from $2 to $100 if they're purified. Bug juice protein drink, which is $5. Do you want to know what that is?
I think I know.
I think you get the idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Carbonated beverage, a candy bar, coffee, beer, hard liquor, and then there's also culinary specialty meals.
Okay. So how much does like a meal meat feed you for?
Well, if you get there's a lot of stats here, but probably some of the best ones if you're looking for just mainly food supply. Prefab meals along with bug juice, protein drinks, candy bars, and colony specialty meals will give you a +1 to food supply. And they all have weight to them, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about weight, to be honest.
Yeah,
at the
you
moment.
can hold, I think, a weight of, what, 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so probably looking for the colony specific meals.
It's colony specialty meals. So
Yeah, specialties.
yeah. So this will increase your food supply, and it also reduces your stress level 1 step. Bless you.
How about you?
Now, for you guys, since this is all, a big deal and everything, the colony specialty meals, you can get 4 of these for $100.
Easy, I'll take that.
Okay. If you want to, you can share these with your friends. Otherwise, though, yeah, you have that. Since you have 4 of these, that is about, there's another thing you want to keep in mind. That'll be 1 full pound altogether if you hold on to that.
That's really light, actually.
Yeah, they're each a quarter pound. So yeah, alright, is that all?
Water, actually.
Purified or regular water?
Just regular water.
Well, if you want regular water, here's the description for it. Shipboard company supplied water. It's rationed, cloudy, recycled, and tastes metallic, but it gets you through the day. $2.
I'll take. Oh, actually, that's a good idea. I will take 10 waters.
Okay, that would be $20. And
Actually, how much does that weigh?
They're a quarter a pound each, so that would be 2 pounds altogether.
I'm good with that.
Wait, you said 10, right?
Yeah, 10.
Oh, then that
Wait,
would be
that
2.5.
2.5. Yeah, that'll work.
Alright, you guys got a bunch of shitty water, but it's there.
Whatever gets us through.
I guess. Could have gone the purified route, but alright. Is that
I'm not doing that. That is it.
Okay. Next up is Corvus. So Corvus, what are you looking to get for free?
Alright, fuck. I was still thinking, too. Everybody else is going with, like, food or their utility supplies. Nobody has gotten a gun yet. I know Sunny wants the gun, but I don't know how much I trust the clown with a gun.
What are you talking about? Ash got a gun. She got a revolver.
I know, but, like, a child and a clown with a gun don't, like, give me confidence as, like, we're gonna make it type deal.
Right.
So I don't know if I want another gun.
Okay. Do you want the options for the guns again?
I might go for the service pistol.
Okay.
But, like, do I have to buy the ammo for that?
Each one, I would say, gives you enough rounds for at least, like, 5 reloads for both of you.
Okay.
So, bear that in mind, 5 reloads. In fact, I'm actually going... Ash, are you still there? I don't know if...
I would take that as a no.
Yeah, I think she might have left to do something. Alright, then I'll just text it to her. 5 reloads for revolver. So, same goes to you. Alright. So that's what you got, Corvus. So you got a service pistol. I'll send you the stats for that. Is there anything else, though, you'd like to get, or are you good?
Can I have somebody teach me how to use this service pistol so I can get 1 point using guns?
I mean, for now, you just use it competently, but there's no, like... We'll talk about that when we get to XP soon.
Alright, then I'm just gonna make the joke. He grabs the pistol and he's like, "Ah, yes, now I'm a true American." And he pulls back the slide and it bites the back of his hand, and you just hear him scream in Russian as he just fucking clipped his head. He's like, "Ah, son of a bitch."
My god, alright, yeah, this is gonna be a great team.
Just wait till I hear what I want.
Oh god. Range combat.
It's gonna be a shotgun, isn't it?
I'm thinking it's gonna be the incinerator.
Actually, yeah, it probably will be. It will
Alright.
be one of the two.
Paul
It might be both.
From clown to sister of battle.
Paul Perkins, you're up next. What do you want to get?
I have a question regarding the bolt gun.
Okay.
You said it only fires one round. Now, does that mean for per turn, or in general, it only comes with one bullet?
So here's how the bolt gun works. I don't know if you played Alien Isolation, but it kind of like charges up a little bit. There's no charge in this. It just purely acts as a tool gun, because a lot has happened since Isolation, and since it was so far in the past, at least for this. But basically what happens is whenever you fire it off, of course, slow and fast actions. It means after a round, full round in combat, when you fire it, you have to reload it before you use it again. And a reload, just for reference, a reload is a slow action. So and keep in mind, a slow action is also what you use to actually shoot your firearm. So basically, you fire it one round, and you can't use it again for the second round. You have to wait till the third one. Now, it deals 3 damage, though, so I do want to mention that.
I also have a bolt gun, so I was wondering how much ammo I got.
5 rounds, so you can use it 5 times.
Okay. Is that including the one that is default in it?
Yes, I would say. So you can literally shoot it 5 times.
Okay, I think I'll go with a pistol.
Service pistol? I thought you already had one.
Yeah, I do. What's there another type?
There is a revolver, along with the EVA pistol and bolt gun.
What's the EVA pistol?
So the EVA pistol, it is kind of a futuristic-looking gun. It's one that Kane actually used in Alien in the director's cut. Kind of has like a scope on it from the look of it. The range is medium. Oh yeah, I should talk about ranges soon. But it has a bonus of +1 to your ranged combat when you use it. Damage is 1. It uses armor-piercing rounds, and it weighs half a pound.
Okay, I'll probably take the EVA pistol.
Okay. EVA pistol it is.
I would also like to get some food and water.
Same thing as Corvus. Ben. Oh my fucking god. Same thing that Ben got.
You went through everyone to get to me.
I'm not looking for maybe like 5 waters, and do they have just regular sandwiches?
Oh my gosh, you precious soul. I would say, yeah, they do, but the sandwiches are like, they'd be like prefab meals, so they're like $10 a piece.
And so altogether, 5 waters and say, like.
Do you want crappy water or purified water?
Regular water.
Okay, so the rationed recycled stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
So 5
remember.
regular waters and maybe like 2-3 sandwiches.
All right, so 3 prefab meals, which is like $30 altogether, and 5 waters, which is $10, so $40.
Okay.
And for context, the prefab meals, they give you +1 food, and the water gives you +1 water supply. All right, and then let me just give you all the stats for the EVA pistol. Last but not least is Sunny.
I want the incinerator.
I knew it! Oh boy, all right, so that's what you want to go for, right?
I want the flamethrower.
All right, medium.
They've now become the captain of this ship.
Apparently. Oh, wait. Okay. I also forgot to mention Corvus. Let's see. The range is medium range on that pistol, so I'm gonna put that there. For Ash, I'm pretty sure it's also medium range. Sorry, I'll get to the stats for you for the incinerator soon.
I think all the pistols are medium.
Pretty much.
Except for the bolts. Except for the bolt gun, which is short.
Yeah, which of course makes sense.
Yeah, it's a bolt gun. You're not gonna fire that thing from long range.
No, you're not. All right. Last.
Actually, that sounds like some Hollywood logic right there.
Yeah.
They've
What?
done weirder.
Yeah, that's true.
Nail guns all over again. Hollywood nail guns.
Yeah.
God, they're pulling an equalizer.
Nope. We're doing this kind of as a semi-realistic take. It's going to be accurate.
It's going to be shit unless you're right in front of them.
Pretty much. Well, if it's a short range, though, keep in mind, it basically means it's in the same zone as you, but it's just not engaged. Like, it's not directly at you. So
Yeah.
that's two things people got to realize whenever you're in combat for zones, is there's short and engaged. Short is you're in the same, zone, but engaged is I'm right in front of you, I'm going to kill you.
And remember, if something is in engaged range, it makes sense that you wouldn't be able to hit them easily, because they can do stuff to interrupt you.
Yes, and if it's a xenomorph, hint, that thing is not going to stand idly by. You remember how fast these things are.
Yeah, if you put a gun at a xenomorph at point blank range, you're missing an arm.
That too. Just ask Hudson. Let's see. Okay, so first off, let me give you the... Now, is there anything else you want to get, Sunny, or was it just the incinerator unit?
I messaged you something.
Oh, I see.
It's 3 pounds of...
What? What did you just say?
It's 3 pounds of illicit substances.
Let's see. I'm
No
trying
comment.
to...
I had to like take a second to think about what I was about to say.
I'll get... I actually don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. Let me see here really quick. Sorry. I'm sorry?
Is there anything like what I messaged you there?
I don't think you really need that, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you need that.
Remember, viewers, drugs are bad. Don't do them.
Yeah, I actually don't think you need that.
Drop out of school, do drugs. I'm kidding.
Don't do that.
Name
I
school
would like to
kids.
take this moment to say that drugs are bad and you should never do them.
Unless you have mental problems, then please take your medications.
Yes.
For the love of God.
As we learned with the one shot. Alright.
Wait. Oh wait, the what? Are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
Yeah. Yeah. I took my drugs too much though.
Yes.
Morphine is fun.
Okay, well, if that's everything, then yeah, everyone is coming out there with something, and there's your stats. So everyone has gear and selected stuff, and the NPCs will also be grabbing their own things. They're just going to grab something free of their own choice, unless you want to pick for them. Does anyone want to pick for your NPCs, or do you want to just leave it into the GM's hands?
GM.
I want to see what you'll choose, because I think that would be more funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'll leave it as secretive for now. You guys will, of course, see what they are equipped next session. Alright. So.
Damn it! One of them got one sandwich for free.
Alright. Now, the music actually stops, as it is now the second day, and everyone is actually told to stop what they're doing after, getting a good night's rest. And once they're done with all that, food and everything, they're given something else. Kai actually comes in and just says, all right, tonight, everyone, we got a situation. We got some more news from the reactor. You might want to take a look at this. And you actually see that he's holding onto a data disk, and he places it into a computer monitor, and it shows you guys the following. It shows you what appears to be some staticky images of what looks to be a recording. And it's the only surviving thing that actually came before before whatever stopped all this, going back and forth, came into play. And he actually looked at the other Marines to make sure that no one else is seeing this. Only you guys are seeing this. And he says that this is confidential. No, none of you can share this. So once he puts it in there, you all see what appears to be a couple people who are actually in the reactor. And they're trying to prevent, it sounds like they're talking about how there's a lot of chaos and there's a lot of problems going on here. Everyone is scrambling. People are screaming bloody murder. You're actually hearing the crackling of bones and flesh being torn apart from other ends. And just as this is all happening, someone is actually screaming tell this person, get out of there now. And then the camera all of a sudden just looks over to the other end of the reactor, and you can't really make out what exactly is happening. But you're hearing voices. You're hearing silence at first, and then some sort of screech. Something doesn't feel right, and something has approached. And this is what you guys are hearing. The screams of something coming from down underneath in the bottom parts of the atmospheric processing plant.
What the hell?
Oh, that's encouraging.
Don't say.
Reminds me of home.
Everything that just cuts off after that, it's just static. The rest of the transmission just stops.
Good
Yeah,
thing we
of course,
brought
of
guns,
course
eh?
it would stop. There's nobody working. They're all dead.
There's something in those tunnels.
Hayes actually says something though really quick. Hold on, Kai. Rewind a little bit and pause at this part. And once Kai does so, there's only one thing that you guys see, but you can't make it out. In static, you guys see what appears to be a bunch of spots on the film moving all across the top of the reactor, making their way outside. But you can't tell what it is. It looks like it's just a bunch of... the only guess that you can come to is that it's just a bunch of static or maybe damage to the film, but you can't tell. And Kai and everyone else is just silent after seeing that. We don't have much time to look onto this. I don't know what that is. It could just be static, but regardless, I get a feeling that we're going to be getting into a firefight one way or another. We better get ready.
Now this is really starting to sound like home.
Shut it up.
Who hurt me?
Hayes just says, shut it, Ben. Come on. We need a... where are those other UPP personnel? Where are they? They should be on their way. Just get ready. We're going to get the dropship ready. Pilots are coming in to help us out as well. Everyone, I suggest that you start getting ready and packed up. Mission's going to start at 0800, which is 2 hours. So you guys better start getting ready.
Do you know where my cat is?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Belle has been with you this whole time. Belle was dropped off to you the second you got debriefed on the first day.
Okay.
I'm assuming I subtract 2 pills for the day she took her pills.
Yes, you would. So yeah, now that everything is all said and done there, I'm actually going to stop screen sharing that because now it is purely just the rest of this part. So, you guys are getting ready for your mission, and pretty soon the three UPP personnel show up. You guys see the following. Let's see here. Let me go pull their stuff up. You see a scientist appear to you under the name of Lev Volkov. Has a brown, neat hair, brown eyes, glasses, wears a white lab coat, blue-collared shirt, black pants, shoes, and a belt. He introduces himself as a nuclear physicist, and he actually worked in that plant. He was just lucky enough to be, well, on the Saratov before all this happened. Basically, he was just there examining the planet and the environment from overhead. Up next is Space Operating Forces combat medic named Shen Young. Chinese descent, black long hair in a ponytail, hazel eyes. She wears the standard issue green UPP military clothing, helmet with a red cross and a backpack. And she is also wielding what looks to be the Russian equivalent of a pulse rifle, which is an AK-47, but modified to be a pulse rifle.
Russian space magic.
Pretty much. But, hey, very true to its real-life counterpart. Even in the future, they made that thing to literally survive anything.
You could probably say it's a PK 87.
It's a bull-popped AK-47. My god.
And the other person is another girl, has blonde hair and a ponytail, blue eyes, neat facial features, wears a navy blue suit, white shirt, gray tie, navy blue pants, and brown shoes. This is Ida Becker. She is the agent who's going to be with you guys as well. And she specializes in espionage. So, these are the three other NPCs who are going to be assisting you guys. They all introduce themselves, which I have no idea how these interactions are going to go, but Volkov just says, "It is a pleasure to meet all of you. I presume this is the team that we are going to be working with."
Yes.
Circus performers, actually.
Hey!
Especially that clown over there.
Hey, could you shape your friend here?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. We kind of have some loony bins in our group, and I'm not talking about the clown.
Hey, I've only been admitted to a psych ward. That doesn't mean I'm a loon.
Ida just looks at the rest of her team, and she's just like, "Is this the right team?" Kai just says, "Yes, it is. As much as I don't like you being on here either, this is it."
Just because we're part of the UA does not mean some of us don't like you.
You didn't fight these bastards, though.
Sunny just waves enthusiastically, very oblivious to everything that's going on.
Shen does a kind of wave back, just kind of smiling. Regardless, Volkov just says, Kai, do you have something that you would like to admit to any of us? Are you not willing to work with us? And he just walks away. He doesn't say anything. Astra just kind of follows him to talk with him. Well, regardless, whether we like it or not, because quite frankly, I'd rather do anything other than be with you capitalist pigs. But regardless, I am willing to put that aside to get this mission done.
See, now right there is a true man of the Union, just like me. We came here to get the job done, we're going to get it done.
By any means necessary, I hope you realize that.
Oh, indeed, comrade.
We all might die.
You two
Yeah,
That's
commies.
what happens. That's what happens.
You two commies, you can talk amongst yourselves, because even though I have no grievances with you or him, I just don't like what your colony is doing.
You think you can lecture us? Meanwhile, over in the ZUA, Wayland Yutani practically does everything for you. You use them as a crutch.
I don't care about UA.
And
They
yet-
fucked over my family and me. So I give two shits about what they do.
Then yet you still
I mean
use
this
their
with
tech?
I mean this with all due respect. Everyone has their sob stories. The more you all keep arguing about the politics, the more likely it is that this place is going to have a meltdown, and well, all of this will be for naught. So can we just go?
I
No,
don't
No,
I
I'd
think
say
that's
we
fine.
keep talking. Actually,
I
I
agree.
think we should.
How
I
is-
think we should
agree
start
with
going
Todd.
deep into politics. I mean, like, I'm not one for politics, but I think this is a good time to explore all the avenues. So I'd like all of you to speak your mind.
Well, Paul wants to say something really quick.
Yeah, Paul just says, I agree with the child. I think it's best if we just get on with.
I have
what
a
we were
fucking
sent
name.
here
What?
to do.
Call me. I'm literally 16.
He fainted. He didn't hear her name.
It's
Kai comes back and just says, all right, let's get on with this. And you actually see him get his smart gun. He gets it all ready, cocked and loaded. You see a bunch of tallies that he actually put on there. And even a charm a little bit. Can't really tell what it is, but it looks like almost like, like one of those wristbands that people would give you. Like a rope one kind of, or like a string type of deal. He has something like that on there. Just a cute little charm. But anyway, so yeah, everything that gets debriefed here, everything is going over by the book. They explain everything as to how we're going to approach this. And you guys start loading up onto the dropship. It's the standard one that you guys see from Aliens. Tactical dropship, the Cheyenne series. And everyone starts getting on there. No APC, just that. So, pilots show up. They get into their cockpits, pilot and co-pilot. And they are going to start headed over there. And pretty much that is actually where we are going to end it. I think that's a good spot to end it. Because, we're just going to start up with you guys leaving the station. So, that's session 1, guys. Getting prepared. Next session, though, I'm going to say this right now. Next session, shit's
We
gonna
all
hit
die.
the fan quick.
I bet.
All right. In any case, though, for everyone watching, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you all really enjoy or hate all of our characters. It's gonna be interesting to see how we all come together for this. This is gonna be interesting, to say the least. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you all for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Au revoir.
Dummies.